And we're live, man. Monday night cannon. Apologies for the lateness, people. Was having a little conversation backstage. Um, Obviously my compadre, positive Danny's on his way. He said he's about 10 minutes, so he'll be on soon. Got some special guests today. Yeah, man. And it's looking very good, people. I'm feeling very positive right now, man. They call me negative. They call me all these things, man. But it's just, yeah. Now I'm feeling very positive. Very positive. I'm not saying that it's over yet, but we've got one hand on that trophy. And yesterday's game, man, I don't think I've ever experienced a game like that as an Arsenal fan, man. That was nerve-wracking stuff. Crazy, crazy. Started off the game well. I'm saying, yeah, we're gonna slap these, man. Let's relegate West Ham. Call me nasty. This is what I've been saying. Let's just relegate West Ham, man. That's what I've been saying all week. So yeah, started off the game. It was looking good. We was bopping ball. Then there was a little shift, man. West Ham got into it a bit. They looked strong. They was making tackles. They looked like they was fighting to stay in the Premier League. And then I was getting a bit concerned. They had a couple of chances. They had that, what's it called? Is it Fernandez? That chance that he had, edge of the seat stuff. Obviously, David makes a great save. I feel like that Fernandez guy could have done better. It was kind of at him. But yeah, David does what he's been doing all season. Then we get the goal, Leandro Trossard. Odegaard comes on. Yeah, cool, calm, and collective in the box. Sets up Trossard. Whack, back of the net. You're thinking to yourself, yes, let's breathe now. 5 minutes left on the clock, and then out of nowhere, man, out of nowhere, there's pandemonium. That's what they're calling it. Yeah, and what was it? Callum Wilson slaps the ball. I'm saying it's not over the line, and the watch goes off. It's over the line. At that point, I'm on the floor. And then, yeah, VAR. VAR saved us, man. VAR saved us. And I don't know what all the debates about this, is it a foul or not a foul? It's a foul. You can't do that. You can't put your hand in a man's neck and put your hand on his arm. Another man's pulling his shirt. It's a foul. And now there's arguments that Arsenal been doing it all season. We don't care because you know what? We've been getting robbed for years.
Yeah.
We've been getting robbed for years by the rest. Let's be honest. Yeah, the Newcastle when the ball goes out and they score that goal. Declan Rice getting sent off the Brentford where they didn't do the Lions and all of that. So this is what we deserve, man. And it's a great time to be an Arsenal fan. We're planning for a parade. But as I said, I'm not going to get carried away until it's over the line. But I've been a man that's been at 20%, 30%, 15%, 60%. I'm at about 85% right now. That's where I'm at, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling positive. Yeah, and it looks like I'm gonna have to eat my words about Mikel Arteta, man. One of his biggest critics. Do you understand? I was Arteta out. I said this season I'm just gonna just see how it goes. And right now he's looking like he's doing the business. Champions League final, unbeaten in the Champions League, and we look like we're on our way to win the Premier League after 22 years of pain, man, pain and despair. But yeah, we got some special guests on now. We got some good subjects to speak about. As I said, Dan's gonna be on soon. We should have maybe a couple more people coming on. But yeah, I'm gonna come to the panel. Big up Manny AFC, my guy. Let me know how you're feeling. What did you think about the West Ham game, the VAR decision, all of that stuff, man? What you saying, my bro?
Yeah, bro. Like you said, it was all pandemonium. Like up until we scored, I was just like, please God, like we've got to score, please. All I need is 1-0. Just give us a goal. And we got the goal. And honestly speaking, like we needed that goal. And Odegaard changed the face of the game, in my opinion, because there was a time I was watching the game, I was thinking, yo, Eze is not really doing much. We need an injection of creativity, and we got in that goal. Obviously, set me crazy, but I was calm because I know how
Mm,
it gets. Obviously, when you got West Ham playing for relegation, I wasn't I wasn't relaxed 100% because I was just like, let's just see over the line. Once the final whistle go, cool. And then that controversy that everyone's calling it, which I like you said, it was a foul. So I don't know what the argument is about. it's as clear as day. There's like 2 or 3 incidents where you got your arm around his neck, arm around his arm, shirt pulling at the back. And I'm thinking, what are we arguing about here? It's a
It was
foul.
WWE in there. That's what it
Like,
was.
you know what I mean? And then it's like when it comes to Arsenal, everybody always want to say, "Oh, Arsenal have been doing it for months." Oh, then they start bringing up little images and clips from previous games, and you think, just relax, man. Like we know you guys hate Arsenal, innit? We know that, but a foul's a foul. Call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? But when the final whistle went, I was like, thank God, 5 points clear. Put the pressure back on Man City. They got a game midweek. I think they got the FA Cup. I don't care. But listen, we're 5 points clear. Like you said, we've got one hand on the trophy now. For me, it's in our hands. It would have been lovely if we'd been able to win that title at home in our last home game of the season, Monday Night Football next week. But it might still be possible. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see.
Good stuff, man. So what percentage are you at now that we're gonna win this Premier League now? Are you thinking that it's done? Are you preparing your gear for the parade?
Don't worry, I got my trousers on. I don't know about the shirt yet.
Yeah.
That one there, like I got my trackie on, but the shirt's not there yet because we've got 2 games left. If
Mm.
we win on Monday against Burnley, the Crystal Palace one is not done, is it? Do you know what I'm saying? Because Crystal Palace
What about
last
Burnley
home game.
though? Burnley, they look decent against Man City. They could have a couple of goals in that if they would have eaten their dinner. They're just drawn with Aston Villa. Are
Mm.
we just writing them off and say that's going to be
No, no, no,
slaps
no.
at the
Not
Emirates, or are we just being
Max.
a bit cautious?
Max.
This is it.
Burnley
That's
haven't
why I'm
won
like,
it.
I'm 80 to 85% because this is football at the end of the day. Anything can happen on the day. And I think Burnley, clearly, they're not going out just being like, okay, we got relegated now. That's it. We're not going to play ball again. You saw yesterday against, was it Villa? Like, come on, they come back 2-2. So I'm about 80 to 85% confident we're going to get it done. But at the same time, like I said, it's our last home game of the season. There is no way you're not coming at that game winning, getting 3 points. No way.
Facts.
So, yeah, man.
Love that energy, my bro, man. Next, we got Nev, the unbiased gunner. My guy, break it down for the people, Nev, man. How you feeling about the game yesterday? The controversy, the Premier League title, is it wrapped up? Let us know how you're feeling. Break it down, my guy.
Bro, before we get into it, like you said, you're always, negative. You change your percentage. Why are you at 88? Why are you at 85%? What's got you to 85%?
85%. First of all, the negative thing just gets spun on me. I'm a realist. I'm at 85% now because I'm looking at it that all we need to do is beat Burnley and beat Crystal Palace. And the great thing about Crystal Palace, like I said, is that they got that final 3 days later. So we're expecting a change side. We're not expecting their full team to be out there. So surely, we can get that job done, man. But I'm
Yeah,
not getting too carried away, man. And it's just, you say negative, but 22 years, Nev, of pain. How can you tell a man that's been sitting there for 20 years? I've watched every game for 22 years, bro. Put my faith in the team, put my faith in Wenger, in Emery, and all these guys. So it's hard for me to just, do you understand? Be
yeah,
so positive, my bro. But yeah,
yeah, man. No, I feel you. I feel you. I think my heart beating. All those 22 years, I think I had contractions in those 6 minutes of VAR. It was non-stop. But I think Manny summed it up right. Is look, one thing you can't really overlook. I think we played in the Champions League, right? There's always a Champions League hangover. Going away from home after a Champions League game in midweek is never easy. Obviously, we played on a Tuesday. The game was on a Sunday. We had the extra day's rest. But like the emotional toil getting to the Champions League final, none of those players have done that before. Not a single one of them. And like, whilst we all celebrated, I'm sure they did as well. And you don't know what impact that had, and because like you can kind of see in the performance, right? We didn't see the same level of intensity we saw against like Fulham, for example, or even the Atletico games, right? There was a little bit of a drop off, even though he started the same team in the last couple of games. But where I'm at 100%. I've been saying for like months, not even weeks. I've been saying for months, like probably since 2020, like early October, November last year, that we're going to win the Premier League. like there's no doubt in my mind that we was going to win it. And I keep saying, right, the league is a marathon. It's 10 months worth of football. There's always going to be periods of highs and lows where things go up and down, and that's exactly what we've had. At one point, we looked like we were gone clear, and we had it wrapped up like in early January. That's not how it was meant to be. And I think how we played yesterday is pretty much how we've been playing throughout the season, right? We've relied earlier on in the season and a lot of 1-0 goals, 1-0 wins, set pieces, all that sort of stuff, right? The team, for me, haven't been as clinical as we have been in previous seasons. We've not been getting big score lines, but we find a way to win, and that is the mark of champions. And like I said, we've been there when we've been really tested. We've wobbled, but we've not fallen over. And this is a different team. I've seen so much character from previous seasons, the depth in the squad, what we went out and did in the summer. A lot of us probably looked at a lot of those signings thinking, what the hell were we doing? Madueke, Nkapie, he was injured when he came. But all of these, the players, Mascara, no one really knew about him. That's what's made the difference to me. And looking at how we've gone over the last, 7-8 months, right? Like I said, 100%, like I've been up there. So I'm ready for the parade. Let's run it up.
Are you saying let's run it up? What you saying? You know what you're wearing and all of that?
Listen, I'm ready. So like you said, right, I can't see us going, look, we play on Monday. That's like a poor scheduling from the Premier League to have the last home game on a Monday. But the benefit of that is we'll know the results from the weekend. So City going to play Palace with their game in hand on Wednesday, and then they go again at the weekend before we play Burnley. So we will know exactly what we need to do. And whilst that might come with a bit of pressure, like that's probably
the only thing is that their game on the weekend's the final, isn't it? So it's not the
Premier
League.
It's after, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, my bad. Yeah. But we just need to handle our business. I think I was saying before, we've got 2 games left. It's in our hands. Nobody can stop us from winning the Premier League other than us, and that's it. Like, we just need to go and do what we've been doing all season. And like Manny said, right, it's a home game, last game of the season. And as you said, Dan, right, so Palace are going to be in the final 4 days after. It's going to be, whilst it's Glasnow's last game at home, I can't see them jeopardizing. It's not like they're going to be pulled into the relegation battle, I don't think. So I can't see them jeopardizing, prioritizing their first European final for a London derby type game. It's not a traditional London derby for them. They're going to pretty much be safe by then. So my confidence is high.
So what do you not? You're looking at that decision, the VAR decision. What do you think about that, man? I've seen a lot of talk online, a lot of debate going on. I don't know what the debate's about. I don't know if you're not going to come over here and find anything other than what we're saying, to be honest. But look, you say you're unbiased, so give 100%. Us an unbiased opinion, my bro.
If that was given against Arsenal, I'll be pissed. Not gonna lie, right? I would be upset. And I get Bowen after the game, he's talking. Probably took it a little bit far because when he goes and looks back, you kind of see. But there's loads of fouls going on. Does that happen? We saw a couple of over the weekend where those sorts of things aren't given. I think we saw Mike Dean on Soccer Saturday saying, why was red card not given? And you're talking about it's May, as if the rules change in May. So clearly, if that's the position that these ex-referees are taking, the rules have changed, right? So I don't even understand. Raya, there's 2 fouls in him. First of all, that he's getting his shirt pulled and there's an arm on him. If the ball goes into the back of the net, but when you dissect it, the only thing I don't like about the decision, it took 5 minutes. So people are going to say, is that clear or obvious? If it took 5 minutes for them to kind of really see what's going on, for me, it screams not clear and obvious. And like I said, if it was given against Arsenal and it took them 5 minutes to get to that decision, I'll be a little bit disappointed. But ultimately, I think everybody's in agreement. All the pundits and everybody else who kind of normally is anti-Arsenal have kind of come to their general sense and said, look, it was a foul. If you run it back, you can kind of see the fouls clearly. So that's what we want the technology to do, right? Get us to the right decisions, and they need to work on getting it to a little bit quicker. But it was a foul, and I'll take it. My heart could, release and stop contracting at 100 miles an hour. So.
Crazy scenes, man. What's this about? I mean, Burnley ain't gonna have no away fans on Monday night.
So I saw they gave up. They gave back some of the ticket allocation to the Arsenal fans because it's a long journey for them, and it's a Monday night after work. They said, I think it was like 4,000 or 5,000 tickets they had. I think they're going to give back 2,000 tickets. So
they'll still have some sort of fans there.
Yeah. Just not as many as they originally.
Oh, that's disappointing. I thought there was going to be none of them there. That would have been perfect. Friggin' heck, man. But yeah, SJ, my brother, man, how you feeling after that roller coaster yesterday? talk about the decision, the VAR, and tell me how confident you are with this Premier League now, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, the last 7 days has probably been our best 7 days in the Emirates era, to be honest. Got to the Champions League final, we beat Fulham. The next on that Monday, I mean, who expected Man City to drop points against Everton? I didn't. Big shock, and again, it's back in our hands. I mean, you can look at the season on the whole. We'll probably have 3 or 4 chances this season to open the gap, and we've thrown it away. We shit the bed. So excuse my language. We've messed it up quite a few times this season. Your Wolves, your Brentford's away, your Nottingham Forest. But this has happened towards the end of the season. You think we're playing 3 of the bottom 6 teams. We can't really throw this away now. We can't mess it up. So I was on cloud 9. I mean, I went down to the ground very early. I was there so early they hadn't even opened yet. So I got there. I was waiting outside. I got in, got my pre-match meal, my drink. I was in my seat early. I just want to take it all in. I want to see David Raya warm up the keepers. I just want to take the atmosphere in. I said pre-game, if we beat West Ham, we'll win the league because I think it's our toughest game left this season. Burnley, you said, I think we'll smash Burnley. It's not going to be a problem. Crystal Palace, like we said, they could be resting players. So this game, West Ham are fighting for their lives. It was going to be our hardest game, and it turned out that way. We've gone there last couple of seasons, put 5 past them, 6 past them. Half time, they've been empty in their side of the stadium last couple of years. But it was different this time, It was tense, and you could tell it was tense in the players. Someone like Saka, well, we could talk about players, obviously we could talk about players, but he was flying the last couple of games. And you can see the game yesterday, it was a tense atmosphere in the way he approached the game. He wasn't doing what he was doing the last couple of games. It was like, what's that left back? Do you feel like he pocketed him? And you wouldn't expect it from Saka. I was surprised he lasted as long as he did. But you're talking about the VAR. It's a foul. It's a foul every day of the week. I don't know what this discourse is about, it not being fouls. And Jocelyn, you're going to get Jocelyn in the box, Gabriel gets grabbed up every single game. GBH stuff on Gabriel every single game. And you just get pushed by the wayside. We have to deal with it. Everything that happens to us, we have to deal with it. But when it happens to us, we're moaning. But yeah, I mean, it took a long time. I thought they were trying to find a reason not to give it. And until he said it was given, I didn't believe it was going to be given because, that referee hates us. He sent off Declan Rice for the little touch thing back earlier.
Oh, was that ref that done that to him, yeah?
Same referee that shrugged his shoulders like, I got no choice but to send you off. Yeah. So,
Chris Kavanagh.
Yeah, Chris Kavanagh, there's lots of refs that used to throw us over, but yeah, I mean, it's looking good. I'm at 95%, my percentage. I've always been confident we're going to win the league, even during our bad times. I know Man City were coming pretty fast behind us, but they haven't been their best this season. We've been all right, and I think we're going to do it. There's lots of key points this game to talk about. The Ben White injury, the substitutions we'll get into, but yeah, overall, I'm not complaining. I thought it was a good game. And I'll be real. When their goal went in, I was actually tearing up because I genuinely thought that was it. Like I just thought this can't be happening. This can't be happening again. We're going to lose the league. And yeah, VAR saved us. VAR's come clutch. I mean, they're older.
Oh my lord, man! Seriously.
I mean, like you said, look in the last couple of years. We've got Martinelli getting sent off for 2 yellow cards in one action. I don't think I've seen it anywhere ever again. It'll never happen again. The Lions. We've got Saka getting booted by the Crystal Palace defenders. Kovacic, Man City. They say, we don't want to ruin the game. So yeah,
Trossard against City.
Yeah, we're owed it. We're owed something. So yeah, all the other fans can just drink our tears. You know what I mean? It's fine. We don't care.
Good stuff. Positive Dan, you've arrived, my friend, man. You was at the game. Give us your breakdown, man. Give us your breakdown. How you feeling? You're a man that's been positive all season. You've believed. I know you told me. You said there was one point in the stadium where you was having doubts. It was tense in there. You were sitting with a load of negative Arsenal fans. It was hard work. But yeah, we got over the line, man. Break down the game. How you feeling, bro?
Listen, this being an Arsenal fan, it's not for the faint of hearted, is it, bro? Because seriously, man, this has been the most emotionally draining year of my life as a football fan because, you take you back to 22, 23, we were sort of riding a high. No one expected us to win it. So we were just going with it. Do you know what I mean? We were a new team, we were a young team, and Obviously, we all know what happened at the end. Saliba gets injured and we throw the title away. But even then, I mean, we wasn't expecting to go and win it. Do you know what I mean? And we always knew we had to play Man City. And then the 23-24 season, it was kind of neck and neck the whole way. That was very, very emotional as well, of course. But the difference was we were never really that far ahead that season. There was always a point or two in it. This season, of course, being 9 points ahead, 9 points clear. And we say 9 points, of course, Man City had a game in hand. So theoretically, really, it was 6 points. But to then be clawed back, to lose to Bournemouth, to lose the cup final, to go through all this pain again, and it felt like it was happening again. It felt like we weren't gonna win the Premier League, and for it to all change. You know, I've been saying to you, Dan, from the start of the season, look at our last 5 games. If you could handpick 5 games, they are 5 games you would pick. And obviously, we've done the job against Newcastle just about. We were unbelievable against Fulham. We've reached our first Champions League final, which is nothing. I don't think people realise quite how big that is. I was there, obviously, at the Emirates. That's the best night at the Emirates, bar none. Reaching the Champions League final, it was special. And yeah, on Sunday, I was there. SJ was a couple of rows behind me. I've got a video of me and him going mad. Kenny Ken was there as well. I felt someone I just felt this big guy lifting me up. And I looked back and it was Kenny Ken. And yeah, it was just, you know what it is? It was an I was there moment. It was if when you look back, I think Gary Neville said it best. That Trossard goal, if we do go on to win the league now, if we go and beat Burnley 3-0, go and beat Palace, whatever the score might be, you'll look back and that will be the moment. That Trossard goal could have essentially won us the Premier League. The emotions were crazy. Obviously, the whole VAR decision. So me and SJ were sitting where Trossard scored, which is amazing to see all the players coming up to us after the game. Obviously, when we scored, they were right there in front of us. It was like a surreal moment. But then the other goal, obviously, which West Ham scored, was way down the other side. So we've got no idea if there's a foul or not. You know, unless you got some super vision, you ain't going to be able to know. So everyone's on their phones. Is it a foul? Is it a foul? And everyone's getting texts saying that it's a foul, it's a foul, it's a foul. But that's happened to me many times at the Emirates. Or I've been at away games and people are messaging saying it's a foul or it's not a penalty or it isn't. And in the end, it gets given. Things never seem to go our way. I take you back to Brentford. When we drew with them in the 23-24 season, they forgot to draw the lines. They got it wrong. I think it was Havertz who scored. You know what I mean? So listen, fine margins in football, fine margins. And that's why this whole thing about bottle and mentality, I think, is people kind of focus on that too much sometimes, when you do need a little bit of luck to win things. You literally do in football. You need a little bit of luck. And listen, I don't think it was actually luck, but the fact the goal's given for it to get, sometimes they don't change the decision. So I suppose we've got a bit of luck in that sense. But if that goal is given, there's nothing more the players could do. You know, that doesn't mean they would have bottled it, but that's what it would have been painted as if we had not won that game. And what I'll tell you now, Dan, is Ryan would be on this show now for 100%. Hugo would be on this show. Jez would be on this show. They would all be here, and they've all been invited today, and not one of them is here. Right? I'm on my phone right now because my laptop's bugging out, bro. I've got some viruses or something, so I can't even see how many people we've got watching. But I know when we lose, there's about 200 people watching. I'm guessing there's probably about 25 people watching right now, because that's what happens when we win. Yeah, crazy stuff, man.
You bang on as well, still.
That's what I'm saying. I know my channel. I know the streams. I know how people are. And look, listen, these negative guys, I'm not sure they're going to come up with some sort of excuse, but I don't know why they're not here. You're here. I liked your opening. You know, you're gonna have to eat your words and be humble if we do get it over the line. Obviously, I've been positive throughout the whole season, and I predicted us to win the league at the start. And obviously, I'm still there. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm more nervous. Obviously, it's normal, but I'm more nervous now. I keep thinking about that Palace game, and do you know what I keep thinking? Let's say City win their 2 games, right? Bournemouth and
Dan, I don't need that energy from you, Dan.
No, but what I'm scared of.
From you right now.
What I'm scared of, which is I'm not going to be able to take, bro, and all of us Arsenal fans are probably thinking this year, is let's say we're 1-0 up. Same sort of situation. Say we're 1-0 up at Palace and there's 10 minutes to go. We're not going to go for the second.
It's going to be nervous.
Do you know what I'm saying? We're gonna defend. That's it. We're going to be like, well, we're 1-0 up. We can't go forward and risk conceding. And they could get a corner. Like anything could happen. Like, and that's all I'm thinking about now. The Burnley game, yes, Leeds have just scored, by the way, against Spurs.
Oh wow, get
But
in.
the Burnley game, I think that takes care of itself. It's a Monday night. It's under the lights. Our last home game of the season. We're on a massive high. You know, I can't see anything but an Arsenal win. I just can't see anything but an Arsenal win in that game. You know, it might not be a 3 or 4-0, which we're all hoping for. Because, listen, if we could go and beat them 5-0, and it all depends on how many goals Palace go and get. Palace concede against City. If City go and win 3 or 4-0, they're really ramping the pressure up on us because that means we have to win our games. Whereas if City only win, say 1-0, let's say they win 2-0 on Wednesday, right? The goal difference, I think we're 2 ahead, right? So the goal difference would be level. But if we go and beat Burnley 5 or 6, then we go into that last final game. Let's say they beat Bournemouth 2-1. We could go in with a +4 goal difference, which would mean they would have to then go and beat Villa 5-0, and we would have to lose. A draw would actually do, and I think, I think maybe we might win the title without kicking the ball in the last day of the season. If Bournemouth get a point, then we've won the league. So get that on that Wednesday, guys. Get your champagne ready, get it on ice. And hopefully we don't have to go through that stress because I've gone through enough. I've gone through enough stress this season, bro. I've gone through enough. I actually can't wait for the season to end. It's all getting a bit too much for me now. I'll be real.
It's draining, Dan, and you're right. We just can't say that Man City are just going to get the job done. I've been thinking it all season, right? They're going to smash them. They're going to beat them. And they've been faltering all season,
Well, I told
bro.
you about Everton, Dan. You said they were going to smash them. I said, nah, Everton's the dodgy one. I even saw that more as a dodgy one than Bournemouth because Bournemouth play quite good football. So I think that might suit City. They might create spaces. I do think City will beat Bournemouth, and I think they'll beat Palace. I mean, they will beat Palace. They'll beat Palace, and I think they'll beat Bournemouth, and I think they'll beat Villa. So we have to beat Burnley and Palace, and we'll win the Premier League. And going into that Champions League final as champions, what that will do for that team will be incredible. And I mean, if you don't win the Champions League, you're still Premier League champions. It's still an unreal season. And obviously, you've got to a Champions League final. Manchester City, they got to a Champions League final. They lost it to Chelsea. I think they went back the year later, right? And won it, or 2 years later, maybe. The progress in Europe has been nothing short of phenomenal under Mikel Arteta. He got us back in. We weren't in Europe when he took over. He got us back into the Europa League. Then he got us back into the Champions League, and his first go ever as a manager in the Champions League, he got us to the quarterfinals. Then he got us to a semi, and now he's got us to a final. He's only been managing in the Champions League for 3 years, guys, and he's in a final, which is really, when you deep down think about that is a great achievement for himself as a manager to get a team. He's only had 3 goes, especially considering Arsenal are not a team that get to Champions League finals. We've only been 1 in our whole history. Arsene Wenger, our greatest manager of all time, only managed to get us to 1 final. So look, I've been saying it's a great time to be an Arsenal fan. I think
what a time to be alive, man.
what a time. Seriously, man. We're all very, very nervous, of course. It's natural, isn't it? It's that time of the season now. It's like I had such a high when obviously the goal got disallowed, and you come out, and I was buzzing for about 20 minutes. I'd done my AFTV interview, and then we all got back to the pub after. And then we all were like, we're kind of like, all right, we've got to win Burnley now. We've got to win Palace now. And it's like, because it's not over, but it feels like it is, but it's not. There's still 2 more games to go and win the Premier League. And then listen, the Champions League, I think that's just put back to the back of the players' minds. We put it back to the back of our minds. And we've got, I keep thinking about the Premier League, and then I keep remembering, shit, man, we're in the Champions League final. And I'm like, wow, is this really happening? But yeah, man, yeah, it's I don't know, bro.
It's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented, guys. 140 years, right? Mikel told us, and look, he got it wrong yesterday with the Declan Rice decision, 100%. I don't know what he was thinking there. I don't know what the thinking was behind it when Mosquera was on the bench.
That's pressure, Dan. It's pressure.
It is pressure.
Yeah, let's just get into that right now.
I do like that he changed it, and I like that he subbed off a sub, because that's hard for a manager to do that. To a player that he's clearly fond of, Zubimendi as well, So look, you got to make bold decisions. He got 1 wrong, but he got 1 right, and obviously Odegaard and Havertz, where me and SJ were sitting, the way you can see the game, you're so close to the pitch, like it was like, wow, man, Odegaard really changed that whole game, man. He really changed that whole tempo of the game. I didn't obviously watching the game back as well. Like the game was becoming very scrappy, and I thought that was a great sub. And Odegaard, I mean, in his interview after the game, they asked him about about his cameo performance. I think he was on for like 14 minutes, and he said that he could hear Leo screaming for the ball, and he said he wanted to make it perfect, and he gave him the perfect pass. And Leo, he's got to be one of the best buys in Arsenal's history. £27 million. How many times has he turned up in these big moments for us?
I think that's a bit over the top, Dan. What the
No,
hell?
listen, Dan, if we go and win the Premier League, man, he's been good.
Yeah,
this
obviously, if
season.
we go and win it, but to say he's been one of the best signings, me,
Remember,
you know, I've
didn't
I've
even
always
win him,
been
right?
a
We didn't even win him. We wanted Mudryk at the time, right? And
which
yeah,
is
Chelsea
crazy.
facts.
stole him, and
Dan,
That makes it
you
even
know,
better.
I'm a Trossard guy, Dan. We've
I
had
know.
arguments, and I've always put
But
Trossard
Dan,
over
listen.
Martinelli.
Like, look, Sylvain Wiltord was a great signing. We signed him for 13 million. He scored the winning goal at Old Trafford. You know, that was a great signing. He wasn't like a spectacular player, but it was a great signing. I think Trossard, every year he always scores big goals. You know, I can think of. I know he scored against Bayern Munich. He scored in title running games, but that is the biggest one. That goal there, he doesn't score that. We do not win this Premier League. If we drew that game, we would not won the Premier League. No chance.
Massive.
That would have been it. That would have been it.
Yeah, let me come to I know you've already said give him a new contract, Nev. Unbiased gunner. Let me come to you on that. What do you think about Trossard? How he's been this season? Has he been one of our best players this season? Because I remember early on in the season he was on fire. I remember a goal against Bournemouth, I think it was, where he slapped it top Binzel. What are we saying about Trossard? Because a couple weeks ago, if I'm being honest, I was saying get rid of Trossard, get rid of Martinelli. We need to upgrade that left wing. It's a position that's a problem for us. What are you saying about Trossard now, my guy?
Yeah, 100%. I'm probably the same. I think if you're looking at how we improve this side going forwards into next season and beyond to continue to challenge, you probably are looking at the left side, especially, like I said, the two you said, Martinelli and Trossard. Me personally, I thought he was probably not going to be there next season purely because his contract is up. We gave him a pay rise last summer. It looked very questionable. No one really understood the decision behind that. It wasn't an extension. It was just a pay rise. But yeah, early on in the season, he scored some big goals for us. And I think the thing with him, he's never really been able to sustain that level of performance, like even when he was at Brighton before. But he has come up with some big goals. And I think if we go on to win the league, which I think we will go on to win the league, you know, knowing Arteta and how he likes to keep players he's familiar with, they probably give him an extra couple of years to stay at the club because. But then it's more over for him. What does he want for his career? Does he want to stick around knowing he's going to play a little bit, or does he want to go and continue to go somewhere else, knowing he could potentially walk away with a Premier League and a Champions League and walk off into the sunset? For me, I think as a squad player, I would probably keep him. But we do need, you know, me personally, if I'm looking at who's out there, the rumors, let's go get Julian Alvarez. That guy caused us havoc, you know, in the first game especially. He looked injured in the second game. Stick him on that left-hand side. I think, you know, we're probably... we're well beaters, and there's not many teams out there that'll be able to kind of take us on.
Facts. Manny, what are you saying about Trossard? You agreeing with Nev on that? Are we keeping Trossard? Talk to me.
I think I was a bit like you, to be fair. A couple of weeks back, I said we can definitely do better in terms of Trossard and Martinelli, in all honesty. I know everyone keeps saying Martinelli's been doing well in the Champions League, more in particular, but I do have to question his performances in the Premier League. And especially when he's not even getting a start in the last couple of games. It's either coming on as a sub or it's not even getting used. But with regards to Trossard, I definitely have to agree with Nev on that one because I think he's going to definitely be a good squad player as opposed to a starter. So it's one of those probably like there's this phrase that's keep going around this season, especially you've got the starters and the finishers, for example. And I think in a squad where we're still somewhat relatively young, you need an experienced player in that changing room. And that's what Trossard potentially will bring. And I do think like we're going to have a whole lots of changes this summer. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be like last summer in terms of all the amount of money that we spent. But I do think someone like Ben White, for example, I got a funny feeling this is his last season at Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably Ethan Wanyeri, he might come back and get sold. But sticking with Trossard as a squad player, I'm not complaining. They'll probably give him like a year extension with an option of for another year. But because obviously historically Arsenal has always been a club where they said, oh, they don't like keeping players past like a certain age, like 30 or something like that. But obviously Arteta, he wants to keep his core players like Havertz, Trossard, people that he trusts, and he trusts Trossard. You know, he hasn't used him as much this season in like certain games, but he trusts Trossard. So personally, I think as a squad player, yeah, I'm not complaining. You know, but can we do better on that left flank? Absolutely. Alvarez is going to be a bit of a stretch. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm hitting 100+ million.
Yeah, the man are talking about Kvaratskhelia as well. I don't know if he's going to come either as well.
Do you see PSG letting him go?
I think that PSG team will stay together for the next 5 years. I think
that's what I mean.
I think Enrique will stay there. I think people talk about Enrique. You know, when Arteta was under pressure, Enrique this, Enrique that. Listen, they'll give him a new contract. They'll give him more money. He'll get paid probably one of the highest paid coaches in the world. He'll become, and that team will stay there. They've got a perfect team. They're building like a bit of a dynasty there, that PSG team. I don't see why a manager would leave there. I don't see why a player would leave there. They're living out in Paris. You know, they're obviously backed by the oil state and all of that. They're all on big money. They're all good young core players. They've got Marquinhos at the back, the leader, the warrior, and they've got the best players in the world. I don't see why any of them would want to leave there. They're all on big money. You know, listen, they're probably aiming to become like the new Real Madrid. You know, if they win the Champions League this year, that'll be 2. Who's to say they couldn't go and win a 3rd and do a 3-peat, something like that? They're in such a great position. You know, they usually have their league racked up. I think they were 6 points clear or whatever, but they've been resting their players. Their players get to rest. They literally get to rest. They're getting paid to chill and probably go and play paddle or whatever, while the reserves are out playing league games, and they get to come back, stay fresh. Their bodies are good. Their careers are going to get prolonged longer. They're going to have better international careers because of it. I just don't see why anyone would want to leave. Now, listen, of course, we're Arsenal Football Club, and
money talks, innit?
You may want a new challenge, perhaps, maybe. But listen, I think Kvaratskhelia, I don't see Arsenal going and getting anyone like that. Alvarez, I think, is possible, but let's not forget they spent 80 million on him, and he's tied down to a big contract there. I think Simeone would hit the roof if the board come and said, "Listen, we're going to sell him to Arsenal." I think you'd have to pay at least 120. Would I love it? Of course I would. I think that one's probably the most realistic one. But right
after
now,
what happened with Berta and Simeone and that touchline, he ain't got nowhere.
That's crazy.
I can't see it, man. But no, I want to focus on these players now, man, because these players, I mean, I've said it at the start of the season when we were on that run and we weren't conceding goals. I said this could go down as one of the greatest Arsenal team ever. And there's people that were sending me clips of it, sending memes of me saying these things, and they're not sending them to me now because Ian Wright's just come out and said it, and I stand by it. If we win the Premier League and Champions League, it's the greatest Arsenal team ever. Simple as that.
It's a debate. It's a debate.
No, it's not a debate, Dan. It's not a debate.
For me, it is. For me, it is.
You won the Premier League and the Champions League, something we've never done in Ireland. You win the 2 biggest trophies in world football. That's the best team. On paper, maybe not.
But then there's always been the argument, Dan, that who's a better team, the Man United treble-winning team or the Arsenal Invincibles? And most Arsenal fans always go with the Invincibles. So it's the same thing, ain't it?
No, I think when you're doing it with your own teams, though, it's measured on what they won. For me, it's measured on what they won. And to be fair, that Man United team, they won a lot more than that Arsenal team. So that Man United team probably was better, if we're being real. You know, we like to talk about the players. Obviously, they didn't have a player of Omri or Bergkamp's caliber, but as the whole team, their team was better as a team. And this is what this team is. This is a team. This is a team that Arteta has built, and his image.
It's hard for me. All it is hard for me with a team that's got Thierry Henry, and it's hard for me to,
Listen,
you know what I'm saying?
Thierry Henry is
hard.
Is my favorite player of all time, and Dennis Bergkamp. I'm looking at a photo of him right now over there, right? And listen, they're the guys that made us fall in love with football, made us fall in love with Arsenal. And you know, Henry will forever be Arsenal's greatest player to me, as will Bergkamp be the next one. You know, out here saying that any of these players are going to be better than Omri or Bergkamp, because that's just silly. But as a team, for me, this team, if they go and win the Premier League and Champions League, that for me would be the greatest Arsenal team. And Ian Wright has said it
massive.
himself. And I don't think,
Massive.
people
What
are not
Ian
really
Wright
saying,
says times a bit questionable, Dan, and he's the reason I support Arsenal. I'll be honest with you, it's a bit questionable sometimes, but I can
Why?
hear the
Because he
point.
backs
I
his
can hear.
club, he loves
No, I hear the
his
point. I'm
club.
not disagreeing with
Club.
it, Dan. I'm just saying it's not just easy just to say, yeah, that's it. They're better than the Invincibles. It's a debate, isn't it? But I hear you, man. I definitely hear you on that. But
Well, here's the Dan. I think this team
Henri co-signed it as well, no? Then Henri said there would be the untouchables now. So he almost co-signed that as well.
Yeah.
So you got
Do you know what? Yeah.
Henri and Ian Wright both kind of saying the same thing, right?
I liked what Arteta, when they asked Arteta about that, they said Henri said, if you go on to win it, you'll be the unforgettables. And he said Arteta said if. And I mean, Dan Potts done a video the other day and I really liked it. And it was, if you ain't watched it, go and watch it. It was a really good video. And he done a video, I think it was to the preview for the West Ham game. And he was just saying about, because obviously he's been a big critic of Arteta. And this is what the thing is, like yourself, Dan, people who can admit when they've got things wrong. And he said, he likes this new version of Arteta. And he's saying,
facts.
even because he's watching his press conferences now, and he's saying even in that, he's coming across, they asked him about Skelly, for example. And he said, I should have played him more. Pulled his hands up and says, my fault. I probably should have played him more. So he's coming out and saying that. Obviously, there's not been many of the gimmicks now. He seems a hell of a lot more calmer, which is probably rubbing off on the players. And I think they've really believed now they're going to win it. But what I loved as well, SJ, man, you were there with me. The celebrations from the players, man, like you could see, man, how much they fucking wanted that goal.
Didn't you
man.
say Lewis Skelly was looking in your eyes? Dan? He was looking in my eyes, and I could see it. He was looking right at me.
Like, yeah, bro, we got you. They were all over there, and obviously Saliba booted the ball into the crowd. Bro, it was mad, man.
No, you can see, because even just Trossard himself, he went crazy. Because look, what minute did we score? 83rd minute. The tension was building. The tension was building. You can imagine the players, they were questioning Arteta's decision to put Rice right back. Skelly probably looked to the right and go, what? Zubimendi's here again? Nah. You're killing me.
We're gonna get onto. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you delve into Zubimendi because is his time up? Is his time up? Can he get back into that team? Because I'll be honest with you, SJ. Me and Dan was getting into heated debates about Zubimendi, and all throughout the season, I was saying that he's not good enough. He's not an upgrade on Partey. I don't think he's physically strong enough to be in the Premier League. He doesn't dictate games. He doesn't control games. He's got a good shot on him. I give him that. He scored a few goals. But apart from that, he's just a steady Eddie, basic, slowing down the play, negative stuff. Talk to me, man. What are you saying about that?
I agree. He's a steady Eddie. His ball retention is his best quality, keeping the ball, keeping the game ticking over. You have to remember it's his first year in the Premier League. That does matter because the Spanish league is a lot slower. The Premier League is more end-to-end. And you have to remember, at the start of the season, he was part of that team that was playing the flow of football when we were playing our best football from August to December. He was part of that team. From what I've seen, this is the most minutes he's played in a year, in a season before. And you've got to factor in as well. Question Arteta because he could have maybe played Norgard more, Skelly, like you said. But yeah, he's a good player. He is a good player.
What's making you say that he's a good player, SJ? Because I don't think he's that great. I just think he's decent. That's my personal opinion. I don't think he's great, and I don't think
you don't think he'll
Skelly
improve
playing in that midfield and Declan Rice in the number 6 where I've always wanted. I don't think he can get back in the team now. I'll be honest with you.
I think when we used him earlier in the season, when we were pressing as a team, I think that's where he played better because he was up there setting the press alongside Odegaard. He was sometimes nicking the ball from beyond the strikers. But when we kind of dropped deep and we was trying to get him to get the ball from centre backs and dictate, I think he struggled a bit then because I don't think he can't carry the ball like Partey could or the way Skelly can. So he's not going to break the lines. He's relying on people making angles for him and making space for him to pass the ball. And I've criticised him too, to be honest, since January. I don't think he progresses the ball as good as people think. I don't think he passed the ball into the final third as much as people think as well. If you delve into his stats, he's got very good pass completion records, but that's mainly to the centre backs, to the right back, the safety passes, which you would expect him to make. So I get what you're saying. He's a steady Eddie. And I think Arteta probably in the last couple of games has realised that we need a bit more gusto in the team, a bit more drive, a bit more bite, and a bit more forward passing. And it looks like Zubimendi looks like the fool guy right now because, yesterday, subbing a sub, you don't want to see that as a professional footballer. It's embarrassing to get taken off when you come on. You didn't even start the game. You came on as a sub and came off. I don't know how many minutes you played, but you don't really want it to happen. So yeah, I mean, I'd keep him as a squad player. We might. I mean, we can't. Are we looking to upgrade there again this season? We can't. Team your upgrades. But yeah, I think Zubimendi is an international. He's a what? Euros winner. Yeah, he's not a bad player. I think you can get worse players in that position than Zubimendi.
SJ, so how about you? Do you think it's coaching though? Because I think when he plays for Spain, when he was at Sociedad, we saw a different profile of player, and we saw what I expected of him when we bought him in that first half of the season. Yeah. And is it Arteta coaching that out of him to play safe? Because in Sociedad or for Spain, he's a different. He does break the lines and he plays those forward passes. So I don't know if it's we as a club are, acting a little bit afraid. We've had some shaky results in the second half of the season, and we've kind of stopped that forward momentum. Because let's be honest, right? It's not just Zubimendi. We saw the other day Raya had the most touches and all this sort of stuff. So it's all the defenders that are playing the ball backwards. No one's really trying to drive forward and break the lines.
Again, yeah, I think it is a bit of coaching, but you look at Skelly. He's a youngster. He's like a fresh guy on the block. He just comes in there. He does it anyway. You got to take it upon yourself sometimes. You got to read the game state. You get the coaching, but when you're out there, you see what's in front of you, what's beside you. You know what you can do. If you have the ability to break a line, you do it. But I think it's just the pressure. I think it's literally come down to pressure. Everything is pressured right now, from the players to the manager yesterday, substitutions. But like I said, I think Zubimendi is a decent player.
These guys, they're not used to playing 10 months straight. They're used. Obviously, he's come from Spain. He has a bit of siesta.
Listen, 100%. I agree with you on that, man. I think we'll see the best of him next season, and I think he started this season really well. I think he was up there for player of the season at one point. I thought he was fantastic.
Stop it, Dan.
I think he was scoring big goals. He was definitely one of our better players. He was brilliant, Dan. The first half of the season.
But even when you were saying that, Dan, I was saying to you, I don't know what you're seeing that I'm not seeing.
No, look. I think Zubimendi was fantastic for the fan. He's definitely fallen off, and his performances.
Do you not feel, Dan, that Declan Rice has been sort of been carrying him for most of the season, the centre of the park? Do you not think that?
Yeah, second half
doing a lot of his work.
Big up. We've got Hugo coming in now, man. Everyone, listen, Dan, if you could read the comments out, bro, because I've got it keeps coming up, bro, saying I've got viruses. I don't know what's going on with my laptop, bro. This is a brand new laptop. I don't know where these viruses are, but I can't see the comments. I can't click off them. So make sure you read the comments out, Dan. We get some comments out from all the loyal people that are here. Yeah, even when we win, big up all of you in the building, man. Smash the likes for us.
Don't let it get to you, Dan. Don't let it get to you, Dan. It's all right. They showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but let me just come in. Let's come into Manny on that same
Manny,
point.
I want to say that your background in that, bro. Your background's sick, bro. That's serious, man. That's a sick background there, man.
You're on mute, my bro.
You're on mute.
My guy, sorry, my bad. Thank you, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, do you know what? With Zubimendi, yeah, I'm listening to that, like what you guys are saying. I 100% get it. But as the season has progressed, I'm like, he's just a good player. He does the basic well. Because I was watching that game in that West Ham game yesterday, and there was progressive passes that he could have made. There was runs that he could have made, and I'm screaming at the screen, thinking, "Pass the ball, make that run." But he weren't doing it. But when Lewis Skelly was in that same position, he was doing that, and I just feel like he's playing too safe. And I was trying to think back, when did it all change? Because we're saying, okay, since August till about December, January, he was playing well. Where did it go wrong? Why did he his play? And it was when he made that mistake. I can't remember what game he made, when he did a back pass and obviously led to a goal.
Tottenham.
I'm sure was that Tottenham game?
Yeah, Tottenham.
And it's like his confidence just went to the point where even players are having to console him on the pitch and trying to jeer him up. But it's like he never recovered from that. And I just felt like after that, his performances have not been what it was at the start of the season. Listen, he can potentially be a great player. And obviously, players play different when they play for their clubs and their country. We all know that. Like Mikel Merino, he bangs goal for Spain for fun. Do you know what I mean? Like in the Euros and the World Cup, like build up to the World Cup qualifiers, he was just banging goals, breaking records left, right, and centre. Obviously, he was doing that at Arsenal to a degree, but he's a different player for Spain. And I just feel like with Zubimendi, he's still finding his feet. And I think the problem is when you come into a club and you're now having to replace a player like a Thomas Partey with that sort of weighing on you. You know the kind of player Thomas Partey was. Regardless of whatever happened off the pitch, on the pitch, everyone adored Thomas Partey. Yeah, he was that guy. And to come in and try to replace that is hard. And coming from Spain as well, like Neville saying, you normally have a siesta in the January time and he's chilling and then recover and all that kind of stuff. He's played so many minutes. So I wouldn't put too much on him and say, oh, he's not a great player, he's not a good player, but I think he can do better. So hopefully next season. But again, the problem is I've heard rumors that he wants to go because he can't hack it in the Premier League. Like he wants to potentially go back to Spain.
Yeah,
So,
for me, like the
taxing.
Partey comparison is kind of mad, right? Because I'm not saying I love Partey when he was there, when he was fit.
Yeah.
But Zubimendi's walked into this team and got us to where we are now, Champions League final. What did we win with Partey? We didn't really win anything. And that's not to say that's just on Partey, right? But like if
I think you're giving him too much credit. I think you're giving him too much credit.
Partey or Zubimendi? Wait.
No, Zubimendi, he's saying he's got us to the Champions League final. I'm just saying Declan Rice has been carrying that guy. He's an animal. That's what I believe.
Declan, he should definitely win some individual awards this season, right? But like, you can't put it past. Partey was there. He was in the team. He was in the squad. Played with Rice. They didn't really progress the way we would have liked them to. And maybe that obviously, so Mendy's doing a job that maybe Partey couldn't do to free up Rice to give him that freedom.
But isn't it a bit damning though, Nev, that the most important time of the season, crunch time of the season, Champions League semi-finals to get to a final, games that we need to get over the line, that this man has been put on the bench. And this is why I'm going to give Arteta credit. He's seen what I've been seeing all season. He said, you know what, Zubimendi, enough's enough. You sit on the bench now. Enough. I've seen enough now, Zubimendi. You're not that guy. Is it not that? Is not damning on Zubimendi that's what's happened at the most important time of the season?
We could say the same about Saka, though, right? He's seen when Saka needed time out, and he's giving him the time. Like he knows the players better than we do, right? So, look, one of the point I was making is, I see you like trying to jump in. All the point I was making is saying that look, the Partey comparison for me is a strange one because Partey was never always fit, always when we needed him. So that consistency level was never really there when he played.
He had some terrible moments as well, Partey. He did have some great games. On his day, he was unreal, but
yeah.
On his day, Dan, you was calling him the best CDM in the Premier League. It was between him and Rodri. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, on his day, but them days were few and far between. And he had some bozo moments in him, quite a lot.
Yeah. But there was a lot of Arsenal fans that didn't want him to go.
Yeah, well, I think
all the issues came out after that. Do you know what I mean? When they were like, oh, they're not giving him a new contract. There were people like, why? Why is Partey going?
I didn't want Partey to stay. I'm not going to lie, but I didn't know we was going to get Zubimendi. Do you know what I mean? So I think that was more like once we got Zubimendi, I was like, okay, I can kind of understand it now. But look, would we have been a better team this year with an extra Partey? Probably, yeah. But not instead of Zubimendi. If we'd have had them both, maybe. But look, I think we need to focus on the players that are there now because these players are ready to become legends. Now, I've said on this show, big up Dan Potts for the raid, by the way. Appreciate that, my bro. I've said before that if they win a Premier League, for me, they all become legends because it's our first Premier League title in 22 years. And some of these negative guys that we have on the shows will be like, no, they can't be a legend yet. Not yet. They've got to win the Champions League too, or they've got to win a few league titles. For me, they become legends, each and every one of them, because Arsenal not winning.
They become legends if they win the Premier League, Dan?
Yeah. If they win the Premier League, every one of them becomes a legend to me.
Especially when we ain't won it in 22 years.
Exactly. We ain't won it in 22 years. The longest we went before was like 18, 19 years when we won it in 89. And look, listen, it's not going to be the only trophy they win. We're not just going to win the Premier League. This isn't like in 2004 when we had the Invincibles and we would have thought we were going to win more. We didn't win another title. We haven't since. This team won't just win one league title. I think we win it next year as well.
It's the first of the Emirates era as well, right?
Big up Dan, man. Big up Dan Potts for that, man.
I think we could win two or three league titles on the spin. This team is here and it's been built so smartly, and that's why everyone moans about, but we haven't won an FA Cup, and Man United have won more than us, and Chelsea with their conference leagues and their FA Cups papering over cracks. I saw FA Cups and Arsenal fans still moaning, finishing 5th, finishing 6th. They papered over cracks. Arteta said, I want to build a team to win a Champions League, to win a Premier League. I don't care about them cups. I want to build a team that's going to keep fighting for the title. And listen, you have to fail. What people don't realize, to win, you have to fail. No boxer goes in the ring and just knocks out the first person. You get battered on your first go. Your dad or your trainer will throw you in and you get roughed up. And you keep going and keep going and keep going. And this is what happens in football. You look at Liverpool, they went close how many times with Klopp before they eventually won it. 30 years Liverpool went without a league title. 30. You know, Man United have gone 13 years. And when they eventually win a league title as well, they won't just turn up out of nowhere and win it. And the same for the Champions League. Pep Guardiola, it took him what? How many years he been at City? How many was it? 8, 9 years to win the first Champions League? They had already won league titles. But prior to that, these things take time. But it's all worth it if you go and win one of the big ones. No one wants to wait 7 or 8 years. That's why I was saying at the start of the season, an FA Cup, League Cup double wouldn't have been good enough for me. And people are going, how can you turn your nose up a trophy? I said, I'm not. I said, I feel like this team, the money we've spent, the time that Arteta has been given, the players that he's brought in, this team has to win one of the big ones. And now we've got such a big chance to go and win a Premier League. And could you imagine it? The Champions League. Like, I would just be, you know what I mean? Just give me the Premier League now and I'll probably take it, bro. Like, but if we were to win the Champions League with a Premier League, I don't think I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Serious.
Crazy.
And
You wouldn't go home for 3 days, Dan. You wouldn't be going home for 3 days, mate.
Bro, I think it'll be a week. But Arteta's brought us here. Arteta has brought us here, right? Because when Ferguson does it, when Wenger does it, or Jose, that's what everyone says, right? You know, it was Jose.
Yeah, I don't think there's not going to be an Arsenal fan you can't say that Arteta ain't done it. And as much as, like you said, I've criticised Arteta when he's deserved it, in my opinion. If he gets us over the line, he's going to be getting all the credit as well. Anytime we've had good wins this season, he gets all the credit. And right now, I'm looking at it like this. If he gets over the line, I'm going to eat my words and say, because at the beginning of the season, I said, we're not getting over the line with this manager. I can't see it. I'll eat my words and I'll be a happy man and I'll be, yeah? You'll hear me sing that song, Dan, that I've never sung. Do you understand? I'll sing it. I'll sing it live on the show as well, yeah?
Singing it together, bro.
Yeah,
let's get Hugo in, man, because he's been here. You know, big up Hugo for coming.
Nah, you were slating. Hey, Hugo, don't talk to me. He was slating you, my bro.
I'm not gonna lie, I was calling you out.
He was calling you out, Hugo.
Bro, let's sing it together, bro. We've got
super big Arteta. He knows exactly what we need. Gotta be at the back. Gotta be in attack. Arsenal's on the way to the Premier League and the Champions League. Come on. Hugo, talk to me, bro. You were Arteta's biggest fan a few years ago. You changed, I think, in the 22-23 season. You wanted Mikel Arteta out.
This season, bro. Even at the start of this season, I was like, King
Arteta.
I
know you've wanted him out since 22-23, right?
Bro. I do not think, even now, I'll be very frank with you, right? I'm still going to say City are going to win it because I think I'm the jinx, bro. I think I've jinxed it. So the moment I say Arsenal are going to win, we're not going to win it. So I'm going to say City are going to win it. But inside, bro, I'm so excited. Inside, I'm hulking up, bro. I'm so excited right now, bro. Oh my God.
Wait, Hugo, you're confusing me, my bro. You're confused. I'm confused. Talk to me. Are you still concerned? Are you still not fully there yet, Hugo?
Verbally, I have to say I'm concerned because I'm a jinx. Yeah, but inside, I'm gassed, bro. I am so excited. But I dare not say it because the moment I say it, City will win it. So I'm going to say no.
Hugo, watch out. You started talking. Dan took off his top. It says UFC on there. Be careful, bro. What are you doing, Dan?
Look, listen. How can you not be 2 games?
Dan's ready to fight.
If we fuck up,
here we go, mate.
I still can't.
Come round your ass now, mate.
Yeah, bro, baby, bro. I said your Chris was shit. I was wrong. I said, Man City are going to win it. I said, Arteta was crap. He's not going to take us over the line. I said, sack the manager at the start of the season. I said, sack the manager 4 games ago. I was wrong. And you know what? I'm happy I'm wrong. But let us get over the line, bro. But, bro, I haven't felt a feeling like this for years.
Crazy stuff, man. It's crazy.
Bro, let's be real. I asked the panel, have you lot felt this feeling, especially after that West Ham game, bro? That week, this has been the most incredible week in probably in my lifetime.
I was saying 6 days could define our whole season, and wow, It's exceeded all expectations. Listen, all you guys that come over from Potsies, thank you for staying with us. Please smash the like button for us and
hit that
subscribe
if you're not subscribed, man. All of that good
our
stuff.
next big milestone is 3,000 subs. We've got to 2K. That was our
Hey,
target
congratulations,
to get
man.
to
Well
2K in since the start of the season.
Hey,
We've
Hugo,
managed
you've
to do
helped
it.
us get there, my bro. Trust
Nah,
me.
Obviously,
bro.
everyone's
You
helped
guys,
us,
man.
man. Everyone's helped us.
I'm
So
happy
big
to
up,
be on the
man.
platform, bro. And do you know what it is?
Come on, bro.
Like
Smash
all
the
the
likes for
brothers
us,
here,
people.
all the brothers here, we're all family, bro. We all disagree sometimes, but it's fun. Like I enjoy goodness therapy. I think the chat, we've got to know the chat. We all disagree, but it's fun, bro. Like, and it has been therapy for all of us. Like all of us that have been on this show before, yeah.
This season we've needed it.
We needed it, bro.
We've needed it this season, bro. Big time.
Trust me, we needed it. Like there's times I swear to God.
Hugo, take me through the game though. Where was you watching it, bro?
I was watching with my dad and my brother.
Nice.
The West Ham game, yeah. So I watched it at home, bro. And it was the most tense game, bro. It was like fucking torture, bro. It was so, and you know we're better than them. And then Arteta does this thing where he takes Ben White goes off and writes something. Oh no, not again, bro. I'm gonna kill him if we lose this game. And everyone could see it was not working.
Hold on one sec. Sorry, Hugo. Jez, of course you're not blocked, mate. I don't know what that's about. I've sent you the link, my friend.
Yeah, send him the link. And then but he rectified it at half time. So I was thinking, all right, let's go. Then I went absolutely nuts. The TV nearly broke when we scored with that Trossard, bro. And it just felt, I can imagine you guys. I want to hear what your stories are. Because it is one of those games. Where were you? What were you doing on that West Ham day? Then they scored, bro. And the TV nearly broke again for the other reason. Do you understand? And I was like, bro, I was literally on the floor. I had my hoodie over my face. I could not talk to my, and I was like, this shit manager, this, that, the other. He's fucked it up again. We're always second place. Then it was disallowed. Bro, that was, and my daughter doesn't watch a lot of football, but she watched it with me. She goes, Dad, that was the most incredible game. Like, it didn't have a lot of goals, but it was pure emotion. And this is why we love football. Games like that is why we absolutely love. And if you're an Arsenal fan, I want you guys to comment as well. You just feed it 10 times like more, especially for what we've been through all these years. Do you know what I mean? It was
pain.
I'm going to say that is one. It's just
the roller coaster of emotions, man. It's up and down like it's mad.
Hey, Dan, I've got something for you. Look at this from AFC Always. Can you read this, Dan?
No
Arteta here to stay regardless what we win or we don't. So I have to back this manager.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
Well, I can't believe now. That's got to be someone else.
AFC Always, man. Flipping hell.
AFC Always. You've seen the lack, my guy. Well done, man. Fair play, man. I need to buy you a pint, man. Wow. Listen, don't worry, man. He's going to win us all the trophies, man. We're going to win at least 3 Premier Leagues, 3 Champions Leagues. We're going to win it all, man. The FA. Listen, do you know what? Listen, yeah, look. Let's dream a little bit, yeah. If we win the Premier League and the Champions League, we then go into the Super Cup against looking like it's going to be Aston Villa, it's going to be Villa or Freiburg. That could be another trophy, a Super Cup. You then take the Community Shield. He's already won the FA Cup. He wins the League Cup. He's fucking completed the lot, isn't he?
Stop it, bro. I need to sleep tonight.
Hey?
Stop it.
Big up Jez, man. Jez, I'll send you the link about half 8, mate, on your Instagram.
Never got it, mate. I just looked. I don't know. I just on WhatsApp.
Jezza, how you feeling, my friend, man? You called it a few weeks ago. You said it's done. Last week you were saying it's done. How you feeling, Jez, man? Talk to us.
Excited. I can't lie. It's there now. It's there, and a lot of people on channels. I was on the West Ham channel last night, and it's a great debate. In fairness, and I said it's it. That's it. We are the Premier League champions, and it's 22 years, man. It's been. I never thought I'd ever see it again. I won't lie. Yeah, it's a done deal. My voice is still hoarse from shouting and screaming yesterday. Yeah, it's done. Well done, Arteta. I always said to you, gentlemen, right? He proves me wrong. I'll applaud him. Right.
Hey, Dan, stop getting so excited. Look at your face, man.
I'm a man of my honour. I'm a man of my honour.
Let him gloat. He deserves it. Dan deserves it
he
today.
might,
This
he
is
might
your
go
day,
and get
Dan.
you, he might go and get you the big one that you've always wanted yet as well.
Say again, mate. Sorry, I didn't catch
He
that.
might go and get you the big one, the one that's closest to your heart, the one you've never ever seen before. He might go and win you the Champions League. Imagine that.
I've been calling that one since October. I said to you, and I've said it. I say it
He
again.
did.
I still think Arsenal are the better setup in Europe than they are the Premier League. I stand by it, and I honestly will say. People are going to call me stupid, and people have called me stupid, and I take it on the chin, right? I still think we're going to beat PSG. There you go.
Same.
Yeah, that's it. People that are writing us off against PSG as well. How can you write us off in a one-off game? It makes no sense.
It's cup final, man.
Mate, we've conceded 6 goals in the Champions League, and UEFA have just sent us an apology because they never should have had a penalty for Atletico Madrid.
My only worry is our right back.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well. You took the words out of my mouth.
Boys, that is the next discussion. We'll go with Jez first because you brought it up, right? Right back. Who plays right back now? Is it going to be? Because listen, I think it's probably going to be Mosquera now for the 2 Premier League games. He should be all right against a weakened Palace side and against Burnley, right? But against PSG, who do you put right back? He's up against Kvaratskhelia. For me, the best player in the world. For me, he edges Dembele and Yamal and players. For me, he's the best. And if he's not the best, he's one of the best. Who do we play at right back? Is it Mosquera? Do we put Nkapie at right back? Do we put Declan Rice there? Saliba could go there. Mosquera could come in the middle.
Or does Timber, if Timber's fit, do we bring him back in
No,
even though he's got no match fitness? Is
100%.
that a risk?
If Timber's 50% fit, you play him. For me.
Timber.
Yeah, but listen, let's say Timber's injured because it looks like he's injured now. Who do we start at right back? I'll start with you, Jez. Who would you start at right back for the last 3 games of the season, in particular the Champions League final?
Well, we ain't going to see Timber. He's out for the rest of the season. That's been stated, which is a great shame. Ben White, I think, will be a risk because he's got that knee injury again.
Yeah, he's done.
Sorry?
He's done. He looks like he's out for the season now as well.
He ain't going to come back. I'd like to see Nkapie, but I think it will be Mosquera. I don't want to see Lewis Skelly there. I think that would disturb our midfield way too much. I don't want to see Declan Rice there. No chance in hell. So I think right now, guys, as we sit here, unless anything changes, it will be Mosquera for me.
Fair. I think that's the most realistic thing, to be fair. Nev, what are you saying about that, my bro?
Yeah, I can't really see much option, to be honest. I think we played Mosquera there a couple of times at right back. I think in one of the FA Cup games, he probably looked really scrappy, probably unfamiliar with an away ground he's never been to. But I think he's done a decent job when we needed him, right? He's quick, he's young, he's got pace about him. Can he stop Kvaratskhelia? I don't know. We probably will have to kind of look at Saka to kind of support and drop back. And what does that do to us offensively? We just have to see how the game plays out, right? But yeah, that looks to be the kind of the weakest spot for us at the moment.
There's a question there that somebody's put in about Timber. The statement came from Arteta, my friend. He said he won't be back this season.
Did he?
Yeah, said it last week.
Did he?
Go back to the last press conference.
What? No, I don't think he said that. I think he just said he won't be available for the next game.
No, what he said, he will not be available for the next 2 games and unlikely for PSG.
Oh, wow.
So you're saying he's in with a chance then?
Yeah, you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, that's some mind games. Arteta mind games.
You never know. You never know.
Hugo, is that are we on the same wavelength there?
Double, bro.
Yeah. Me and Dan done that with each other before as well. Come on. Big up,
What's
man. Big
the
up
film?
everyone in the chat, man. Make sure you're subscribing, guys, man, because we've got newcomers here. Help us get to the next milestone of 3,000. All you got to do is it's free. Just smash that like button, smash the subscribe, and join us here every Monday at 9 o'clock. We always have good panels. We've always got great characters like Jez. We've got some new faces today. I want to thank them both, obviously, for coming on. But yeah, has anyone else got any other solutions? Just anyone can say anything. Or would you
No, it's got to be Mosquera. I mean,
everyone?
at the start of the season, he came on against Liverpool away. Big test, Anfield. I think it was his first game for us. Man City, the crunch game in the Premier League last month. He started that game. I think he has to play the next 2 Premier League games, and I think he has to probably learn a different way he plays. I think he's a bit too aggressive at the moment. You saw yesterday he got turned by Somerville very easily. And if you looked at PSG's last game against Bayern Munich, how they scored their goal away, Kvaratskhelia, he played a 1-2 and left, what's his name? The centre-back, the black centre-back, what's his name?
Upamecano.
Yeah. Done a 1-2, left him in his dust, and they scored their first goal. So if he's going to play right back, he needs to be a bit more composed, a bit more...
I think he's a bit too stiff to play right back, though. He's not agile enough, is he?
Hey, Dan, one sec. Let me reply back to this guy, Arsenal Mania. 1 in a million. So you're telling me there's a chance. That is the exact same one about my friend. Big up, man. If you ain't seen Dumb and Dumber, guys, if there's anyone that's young here or whatever, go and watch
What a
it.
film.
And come and thank me later, bro. Thank me later.
One of the best films out there ever. Isn't it?
Ever. It's my favorite ever.
Yeah.
Ever, bro. I've never laughed so much in my life. But anyway, big up David Brent, who's another very funny guy. If you ain't seen The Office, go and watch that as well. Forgot to say big up to the 2K guys, smashing it as always. Good to hear both perspectives without screaming too much. Well, sometimes there's a lot of screaming, but I think that's mainly down to one man, isn't it? And look, he'll probably be with us next week. I feel like that lines line is way too high. Dumb and Dumber classic, yeah, that is what we're talking to.
Massive. Man said Dan and Dana.
Big up, man, big up. Right. What do we think, guys? Where do we think we win this league? Does it go to the last day? Because on the last day, it's going to be so emotional. You know what I mean? We're going to be playing against Palace. Anything can happen. You could get a player sent off. You know, something stupid. They could be nervous, and you know the Palace guy gets through, and someone takes him out. Mascara, young, inexperienced. You know, I know I'm giving people PTSD now, probably, but let's say,
Dan, let me ask you a question to
anything can
clarify.
happen.
I want to ask you something. If Palace draw with City and we
We
beat
beat
Burnley, do
Burnley,
we win it?
It's done.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
it's
my
done.
ideal situation because the greatest time, the greatest Emirates night, and you were there. And realist, Dan, you missed out. It was whoever was there. It was the greatest night. Par none was that at Atletico Madrid.
100%.
Oh, bro, it was another level. Like Real Madrid last year was good. This was 10 times greater.
This is getting to the final, so.
Every single person there was singing. I didn't see one, and everyone was just hugging everyone, bro. Like
keep rubbing it in, bro. Keep rubbing it in.
Bro, it was the great. But can you imagine if that's Burnley, bro?
I know,
bro.
Crazy stuff.
I don't see. Look, Wednesday is it this Wednesday, guys?
Isn't it? And Palace are that dodgy team, bro.
I can only see a win though for City, man. I can only see a win. Where I think it's going to go to the last day. I really do.
I don't know, Dan.
I
don't know.
Are we thinking that Bournemouth could get something?
Everyone keeps talking about Bournemouth, and they're writing off. Don't write Crystal Palace off.
Don't let Bournemouth off.
Don't write them off. Don't write
Palace.
Palace.
I told you about Poopy.
Away at City, they just slapped Brentford 3-0.
I remember one season where when Townsend slapped that goal against them, the volley.
They beat them in the FA Cup final as well, but they had Eze then, innit? So
doesn't matter.
Everything.
I think it's an interesting point that people are worried about what they're going to do. At the end of the day, Arsenal win the next 2 games. That's it. Job done.
Exactly.
Where
do you think? Do you think it will go to the last day though, Jez?
Well, there's nothing we can do about Man City. What they're going to do is what they're going to do. Right? They'll either draw or win against Bournemouth. They won't lose, in my book. So at the end of the day, we go and beat Burnley at home. We go and beat Palace away. That's it. Game done. We celebrate. Happy days. I'm not worried about what Man City are going to do.
Yeah.
It's all down to us now. Right, that's it. We've been here, seen it, and done it before over the past period of years. You know, when we had to beat Man United to win the league, we went there, we won the league 1-0. Right,
but Jez, obviously, you're very, very you're very confident now, like more than you've ever been that we're gonna win. You're calling us champions now. So you're so confident.
How's that full circle happen, Jez, man?
You're
What was
so
the
confident,
turning?
and
What was
this
the
group of
turning point?
players, Arteta and the players, they're not going to mess anything up. They're going to beat Burnley, and on that last day against Palace, if they have to win, they will win. You're super confident of that, Jez. Yeah,
I am. Yeah. I'm sticking my neck on the chopping block because right now, what I saw on the weekend, it was not a great performance. Right, we got a bit lucky, but it was a clear foul on Raya. There's no doubt about that. There's no debate about it.
yeah.
You know, you can't do that and put your arm across the goalkeeper's neck and grab his left arm. So at the end of the day, it's all in our hands. I'm confident we'll beat Burnley at home, a good 2-0. And Crystal Palace have got their eye on Europe, first time in their history. So they're looking down that road. They're all right in the league. They ain't gonna do nothing in the league.
They play a final, Jez, 3 days after when they play us. Their final. They're in the conference final.
That is my point. So
and Jez, see with that Burnley game, Jez. Are you not looking at their draw against Aston Villa, a team that's fighting to get Champions League? They've sort of got it already, but that was a must-win game for them. Are you not a little bit concerned? I think we'll get the win, but I'm still thinking it's not just going to be straightforward, or you just think that's just done. We're going to slap them.
I'm not saying we're going to slap them. What I'm saying to you is, if that was at Turf Moor, I'd be a little bit more concerned. They're coming to the Emirates, right?
Yeah. After.
Most of their players have got 1 foot on the beach already, right? They're going down. Season's done. They're going to try and make it awkward. They're going to try and spoil the party. Of course, any team would want to do that. I just think we've got too much in there under the bonnet for them. You know what I'm saying? Look at the end of that game at West Ham. Just look at the players, right? When the elation, the belief they had, right? That the absolute belief they had. I mean, Jesus Christ, the pressure that must have been on him for that last part of the game.
Unbelievable.
And
that's what scares me. That's what scares me, Jez, though. If we're 1-0 up against Palace on the last day with 10 minutes to go, we're going to sit back there and just say, you know what, don't concede. Anything can happen. But look, I want to ask you about someone who you've given a lot of criticism for. You was on my show the other day, and I said that Arteta would go with the same lineup against Atletico Madrid. Everyone said, no, he won't. He'll change it. He'll go back. Me and you, actually, Jez, both said he'd go the same. But one person you really don't like is Odegaard. How did you feel that? How did you feel he played when he come on against West Ham?
He put a performance in. He put a performance in. Respect. I don't like him. I think he disappears, unfortunately, for me. He's a bit of a coward. As a captain, I expect more out of a player that actually shows leadership. And there's been games for me in the last 2 years that he just hasn't shown up, and he hasn't shown that.
But Saturday he was unbelievable, wasn't he? When he come and I thought he changed the whole tempo.
He changed the game.
I don't think he was unbelievable myself.
I think he
was. I think he was.
I think inside the box, cool, calm, and collective. But if we're being honest, it was just a little tap, tap, tap. It was a nice layoff. But it wasn't unbelievable.
The trajectory changed.
Man, he's making it look easy. You can't say tap, tap, tap. It
wasn't unbelievable. I just don't think he was unbelievable.
He's playing in the most high-pressurized game. He's come on and done what a captain should do and won us the game. Then he's put it on the plate.
Trossard won us the game.
Yeah, but he put it on a plate for Trossard.
But that pass was lovely.
The passes he was doing, he come on where we were standing, me and SJ, you could see the game was right there in front of you, and Odegaard just looked a level above every player on that pitch.
Give him credit.
I've
got a great question for you boys. When you want to come to it, right? You carry on your discussion about Odegaard, and then at your leisure, ask me the question I've got to ask you guys.
No, go for it. We can come off of Odegaard. He had a good game. He changed the game. I just don't think he was unbelievable, like Dan said.
He wasn't unbelievable. But the question to you is this, right? Yeah, I had a debate earlier about this on a different channel, and My question to you is this. If Arsenal win the Premier League and the Champions League, and I'll sit here and I'll say I'm confident, right? I'm confident. There's a lot of players that have got to get out of this club this summer. Who will they be? I'll tell you my 7.
It was going so well, Jez. It was such a positive talk.
No, come on. No.
That's real talk.
Hugo. We've got to go again next year and win the Premier League again, right? Yeah, because that's what big clubs do, right? Yeah. So if we put our stamp down, if you remember Man United, right, under Ferguson, he used to change that team up every year.
Yeah.
When Liverpool had proper teams, not now, they used to change it up every year. Abramovich, when Chelsea were winning Premier Leagues, European Cups, etc., he changed the team up every year. Now, the point I'm making here, Arsenal historically win something big, right? And this is going on from the 70s.
Yeah.
Right? And they do nothing. They sit there with the same thing, and then it goes.
Should I tell you the difference now, Jez?
Sorry?
The difference now is we've got Mikel Arteta.
Oi.
Well, no, hang on. Let me finish. Let me finish. Right. If this manager is the real top manager that people like to make him out to be, with Berta, then they will say, right, he's got to go, we've got to bring in so, and we move on again. I don't believe in that, what he will do that. Because he will revert to type. Yeah, he will revert to type. Because we know he's got favouritism for certain players. So, if Arsenal Football Club...
Is that true though, Jez? Does he? Because everyone keeps saying that, but I've not seen Odegaard start the last 3 games. I've not seen Havertz start the last 3 games.
You're missing the point. You're missing completely the point. Right? At the end of the day, if we are going to be a big club again, as we should be, right, you have to mix it and change it. You can't keep going with the same setup. Jesus has got to go.
I agree on that one. I think we can all agree on that one.
Absolutely. Trossard is okay, but it's not consistent enough.
Would you not keep Trossard as a squad player, though?
No.
Experience?
No, move on. Martinelli has fallen off a cliff. Not good enough for me. Move on. Right? Certain players there have got to go. So I can think of 7, but I'll go with 5. Right now, and say, yeah, well done. Thank you very much. You won the Premier League. You won the Champions League. Now we've got to move on. We need better. That's what big clubs do, boys.
Go on,
I agree with you, Jez. I agree with you.
Who's the 7 players, Jez?
Sorry.
Who are the 7 players you'd get rid of?
I've named 5.
Yeah.
I'll also say
Trossard, Martinelli, you said. What, Odegaard, Havertz, 4.
Havertz, definitely got to go. He's shit.
Jesus, 5.
What's his name? Ex-Chelsea player. Forgot his name.
Madueke.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Yeah,
he's rubbish.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Ben White, he should move out. He's injured all that too much. Yeah. So there's 7 for you. Yeah.
The only one I don't agree with would be Martin Odegaard, but the rest of them, Havertz. I like Havertz as a player.
That's fine. Okay. Then also Zubimendi. He's a bag of shit.
Oh, no. Thank you, Jez.
No,
he's a bag of shit. Get him out. Get him out, Jez. Jez,
what are you on about, bro?
What are you on about, Hugo? What have you seen from him?
Enough. Look,
I don't know what people are seeing.
If you're a big club, you have
Zubimendi's quality, bro.
How?
Zubimendi, listen, Zubimendi, do you remember that volley he scored at the start of the season, bro?
Okay, forget about the screamers that he scored. He scored 3 screamers, Hugo. Tell me what else he does, Hugo.
It's his first season. This is his first season. He's a technical player. Yes, he's made mistakes.
And he's been pivotal to us if we win the league.
First half of the season, he was excellent. I don't care.
He started about 50 games, Dan. That's why.
He's not used to playing all of these games. I'm not having that on Zubimendi, man.
Get him gone. You're right, Jez.
Let Hugo go, lad. Let Hugo land because I don't think people.
Yeah, because I just feel like the first half of the season he was brilliant, bro. Remember, like we're top of the season, right? I grant you,
half the season is not enough.
I agree, but listen, you got to give a bit of leeway. It's his first season. He's used to
Hugo, can I just interject one second? Everyone keeps saying how great he was throughout this. He wasn't great.
I think
we was losing to Liverpool. We was drawing to Man City. We was losing to Villa. What's the greatness you're talking about?
I'll give you the ultimate respect. I'll give you the ultimate respect. You're a top fella, right? You just sunk your battleship. You said half a season. Half a season.
I said half the season. He hasn't been completely shit. He's had games where he's made some terrible mistakes. Even that game against West Ham, that pass.
There you go. You sunk your battleship.
We all know, but I think he's fatigued. And it's come to that point of the season where he's tired. He's not used to playing. He's Spanish. It's his first season. He's a technical player. Yes, he's weak on the ball.
I think I'm with Hugo. I think next year he goes to a whole other level.
You know what? A credit to your manager, our manager, Mikel Arteta. He's seen the light on Zubimendi. His days are numbered. Mark my words.
No, I don't think so. I don't think
his days are numbered. Mark my words.
I hear you, Hugo. But if you are going to be serial winners, you have to be consistent all year. Right?
Look at this comment from Villain. Look at that.
Let's do that.
Big facts.
PSG, right? Bayern Munich, right? Man City back in the 2 seasons ago. Real Madrid, Barcelona have consistent players that win.
I agree. But listen, we know it's been one of the most boringest seasons, let's be honest, yeah? And part of that is the controlled football. Zubimendi, as much as I hate this boring season, yes, he's part of that boring football that is by Mikel Arteta. Yeah, he's part of that, but he has done his job. If we win the Premier League, Zubimendi is a big part of that. I cannot see how you can get rid of him. After 21 years, we've won it with a midfielder. He has, but he scored some crucial goals as well. So I'd say I don't even 2 seasons, 3 seasons. To get rid of a man who's going to win you the league,
maybe not get rid of
Champions League. I can't see it, bro.
Maybe not get rid of him, but I give Arteta his credit. From what I'm seeing, he's seen the light. I don't need to worry about Zubimendi no more.
So now you change.
Arteta's seen the light. I don't even need to worry about him.
You wouldn't get rid of him. I want to see what other people in the panel say as well. Would you get rid of him?
Because we ain't heard from them in a while. They've been there waiting. So
we spoke about this earlier. We're saying, I agree with Hugo, right? Zubimendi, I think he's not. We're now in a position we've never been before, right? With other players playing in that position. So you have to give him some grace that he's been part of that squad. It's not solely down to him, but he's been part of the squad. Yeah, I said it earlier, in Spain, you have a bit of a siesta, winter break, obviously. You don't get that. Don't really know what sort of condition he come in the summer. I know the deal was done quite early on in the window, but preseason, all that sort of stuff probably makes a difference. What I don't agree positive, Dan, is it's a World Cup summer. He's not going to get a break in the summer. He's going to go to Spain, and those games are going to continue to rack up. So if he's feeling it now, next season, I don't know what sort of form he's going to be in, because he's not going to go to the World Cup with Spain, come back, have a break. He's literally going to roll.
Can I ask you, Nev, is he a starter for Spain? Because I don't know. I haven't been watching Spain. I don't think he's a starter.
Well, him and Rodri. So in the Euros final, when Rodri got injured at half time, they brought on Zubimendi, and Zubimendi changed the game, and they went on to win the game.
So if Rodri's fit, he's not getting in the team. Is that what you're saying to me?
So they rotate them. They kind of rotate them in and out. But Zubimendi usually plays.
Nev, he wasn't a starter though, was he?
So in the Euros, he didn't start all the games because
he up against the Ballon d'Or winner.
He's a bench Real Sociedad man. That's what he is.
No, I'm sorry, I'm not having that. Rodri.
He's a bench Real Sociedad man.
Ballon d'Or winner. How's he going to replace the Ballon d'Or?
And Odegaard, they come from Sociedad too.
Who? Marino?
Yeah.
What, is he a world beater, Marino? Is that what man is saying?
No, I think Marino's been a huge miss. We haven't really spoken about him, but he's been a huge miss.
I'll give you that. He has been a miss. He pops up with goals, but I'm not saying he's a world beater. For me,
he done a job for us last season, got us to where we did, and we progressed. But I think him getting injured obviously is the reason why we let Ranieri and stuff go out alone, right? And it's had an impact on the squad later down the line. But
the point is, Nev.
You're spot on.
Point I was trying to make, right? And I hear you. If you think Zubimendi should stay, that's your opinion.
I do.
Fair play to you.
I do agree with some of what you said about players leaving. I think we said earlier, right? So I think one of Martinelli and Trossard, it's a World Cup summer. One thing Arsenal don't do well historically, we don't sell players well. Oxlade-Chamberlain is still our highest record sale, 35 million or whatever it was. So I think we need to maybe hope Martinelli has a good Summer World Cup. I would move him on personally. Ben White, I think Kivior is already going to go. They've activated the clause in his contract. We've got a few other players on loan. Reece Nelson, Fabio Vieira. Let's cut the wage bill completely. Get rid of those players.
Would you bring back Nweri?
Me personally, I think it would be a shame to see another Haaland graduate not get the chance, right, at the club. And I think he had a good cameo, and we were all crying out for him. But the opposite of that is, okay, what about Dauman? You bring Ranieri back. Do you sacrifice Dauman's development? Because they all can't play in the same team.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
you don't have to sacrifice Dauman. You've got two players there with great potential.
Ranieri was struggling to get in last season with Odegaard's form. And then you got Odegaard, you got Eze. I don't really see when
Madueke, that's been the problem, though, isn't it? That's been the block. He's better than Madueke.
Get rid of him. He's not good enough.
I mean, that's Arteta's guy, right? He's brought him in specifically to fill that void. So I don't see Madueke going.
Why would you bring a player in overpriced, overpaid, when you've got a player that can actually play in that position?
But he was there last year, and we still went and bought him anyway.
Well, that's Arteta, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've chosen Madueke for a reason, so I can't see after one season them saying sorry.
What's he actually? You tell me, what has he done this season?
So, I mean, for me, his end product is not the greatest. I don't disagree. If we moved him on, I wouldn't be sad.
Nev, let's not be nice about it. Let's not be nice and think, oh well, he's a nice guy and all this and all that. At the end of the day, you want Arsenal to win. Of course you do.
Yeah,
that's why you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
So why would you keep a pile of shit when you've got a golden nugget that can come and replace it?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, me personally, I don't see Arteta or maybe Berta will be in that clinical and cutting him after bringing him in 1 year on. If
no, come on.
Yes. How much would you sell Madueke for?
Huh?
How much would you sell Madueke for? How much would you sell him for? What do you reckon we can get for him?
Yeah, we're not going to get the money back we paid.
Near what we paid.
We're saying get rid of this player, that player, but it's not football management. We have to think realistically.
I don't think you get 50 million quid for him.
Well, there you go. So if we're going to replace him with a quality player, it's going to cost more than 50 million.
How much do you earn in a week?
I don't know.
285,000 fucking quid, right?
It's a lot of money. I agree, but I'm saying we're going to get rid of players.
So why I have to disagree with you, Jez. I wouldn't get rid of Madueke, and I'd give him at least another season.
I don't get it. I don't understand this logic, right? Why would you keep a player that we paid that 65 million pound for? Was it 65 or 85?
No, it was 52 million.
Right, 52 million.
Madueke.
Right. So at the end of the day, we got a player on all that bags a week who's not good enough. Right, it's 150 grand, by the way. I've got it wrong, confusing it with Havertz. But at the end of the day, he's not good enough. Why keep him? Get rid of him. Get someone else.
He's a squad
player.
Do
you not think he's been decent this season though? In some games, am I going mad? I think he's been decent in some of the games, man. He won us that penalty. Who was it against Leverkusen? He kind of changed the game there.
How many games can you name in one hand?
Bayern Munich.
Leverkusen, Bayern Munich, Club Brugge.
Scored against
Club Brugge.
Club
Brugge.
Hey, Jez, that was a bang. Come on.
Yeah, that was a good goal.
You said name him. I don't think
he's been good in the Premier League.
We're changing the goalpost.
We're moving it to suit a narrative right now, Jez. There are players that we need to get rid of. Jesus.
Look, I'm not having a go at you, right? I'm not. Please, it's not personal.
Are you lot Nigerian by any chance?
What?
I'm asking them if they're Nigerian, if they've got a bias.
I'm South American, from Guyana. So.
Hey guys, look, at the end of the day, you got. If we're a serious club where we're about to win the Premier League, right? Let's not mess about. We're done. It's there, right? Big celebrations and all that. Brilliant, fantastic, and we're all gonna love it. 22 years, and all that. What I'm trying to say is, this is the problem with Arsenal's been for so many years, right? That we just get and win, and we're proud and we're happy and we're brilliant and it's all good, right? And then we don't move on. We don't up the ante and say, right, okay, well done, boys. Thank you very much for your service. But now we've got to move on.
So, Jez, can I just ask Mad Weke, do you not feel like he can improve? Is there not some sort of potential there with him?
No.
But everyone's nodding their head. No. I must be going mad. They call me negative, and I'm going mad.
I'm not being negative.
I don't rate him.
I'm being positive. I want the team to get better. I don't think he's going to improve. He had his time at Chelsea. He wasn't very good there. He's come to Arsenal. He hasn't been very good here. So move on. Get someone better. What's wrong with that?
I hear you, man. I hear you.
Because if he was that good, why Chelsea sell him?
Right, if you've got a car that's a V12 fucking Ferrari, right, and it's brilliant, and then it starts misfiring, and you take it to the garage, they say, oh, we can't really get any better out of this. You fuck it off, don't you?
Yeah, I get it, Jeff, but you got to balance the squad. You can't just get rid of all the 7 players, like you said, and bring in quality behind it. You know what I mean? We've got financial fair play rules to abide by.
Yeah, hang about though. If we win the if we win the Champions League, there's a lot of money there, man, and the club will invest, and we sell them players, so it will be within fair play.
Okay, yeah, I mean,
no, I think it's more of a. I think this conversation is more at the end of the season when everything's done. You can kind of look at the squad and say who you would keep, who you would sell.
You've got to start looking at it now. You've got to look to the future.
Yeah, I know, but listen, Jez, we're about to, like you said, you know, we've got. I think it's all about the 2 games now with all of these players we've got. It's about the 2 games and the third game, obviously the Champions League. What I will say though, what I want to ask you, Jez, is if this Arsenal team wins the Premier League and the Champions League, does it go down as the greatest Arsenal team in our history?
That's a great question. That's an absolutely amazing question. I don't know. I don't know how to answer you that one because I watched Arsenal's first double, so it was an amazing time. That was the greatest time in up to. The Invincibles obviously was amazing. Greatest team ever. I don't know, man. Dan, I could argue it.
Right, I'll rephrase the question. Will it be our greatest season ever?
Oh, well, now that's a different question. Because we've never won a Champions League. And I'd have to say fucking brilliant. But is it the best?
There's no doubt it's the best, Jez.
You've got me on
Champions League and the Premier League. There's no doubt. It's not the greatest team, though.
It would be our best moment as Arsenal fans, wouldn't it? There'd be nothing else that would top it.
The way I'm going to quantify this, right, it's the best, but it's not the greatest.
Greater than that, Jez. Champions League and the Premier League.
What would have been better? What's been better if we?
What would been better? What is better?
Yeah, like what season would you say would be better than if we were to go and win the double?
Well, for me, the fact we went 49 games unbeaten and we were the Invincibles.
You think that's
Yeah,
a
that's
better
what I'm saying.
achievement?
No, I think that's a hard one, Dan. The achievement itself is good, but it's just from what I was seeing from that Invincible squad and Thierry Henry and the excitement and the goals and all. This sort of season has been just a little bit boring, Dan. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but the actual achievement itself, I'm not writing it off. It's a debate, Dan. I can't say nothing right now.
For me, I've always said that even Man United's achievement of winning forget the treble, even in 2008 when they won the Champions League and Premier League, I said that's better than the Invincibles for me because you know the Invincibles is unbelievable. But what you get? You get a Premier League trophy at the end of it. You don't get anything else. To win the biggest club competition in Europe. That Arsenal have never done with the Premier League. I think
the difference is that many teams have done that. Trebles, doubles, Champions League. No one has ever done the Invincibles, Dan.
Not in the Premier League, Dan, but it's happened in other leagues, Dan. Juventus done it.
A team went invincible.
Celtic done it. Juventus have done it.
No, come on, don't be bullshitting. Talk about
not in the Premier League.
It's never been done in the Premier League.
It was Preston North End.
Yeah, and even when they done it, it was like a fucking 12-game season.
Yeah, I mean, it's 14 games, actually. It's actually 14 games, but I'll let you have a license on that. But at the end of the day, So at the end of the day, right? Arsenal went 49 games unbeaten, right? Won the
Well,
Premier.
look, the 38 won us the league. The other games that they went unbeaten didn't do anything because we didn't win anything.
Come on, it's still 49 fucking games.
I know. But for me, whenever I always concentrate on the 38 because that actually won us something.
No other teams
The 11 games after I went into next season and we didn't win anything. So we won an FA Cup.
Other teams have done it. You've got to respect that. Anyway,
listen, I love it. I sing about it all the time. But I just think
Dan, can I
if
ask
you were to
you,
win a
even
Premier
if
League and a Champions League, it's better than an invincible season all day.
if there was
If
a
I said
debate,
to you,
Dan,
hold on. If I said to you at the start of this season, we can win the league and by going unbeaten, or we can win the league but lose a couple of games or whatever, but we win the Champions League unbeaten. Because if we win the Champions League, we would have won it unbeaten as well.
Yeah.
So would you rather go unbeaten in an invincible Champions League and win the Premier League, or lose a couple of games in the
before? Huh? That's been done. Ajax, Inter Milan, all that.
Yeah, I know it's been done before, but not in this format. But yeah, it's been done before. But
doesn't matter. It's still be happening.
I know it has. But would you take? If I said to you at the start of the season,
that's you comparing Preston North End's 14 games on the trot.
No, but Jez, if I said to you at the start of the season, Arsenal can win the league, but obviously they're all invincible, or they can win the league not invincible and win the Champions League with it, what would you have said? I know what I would have taken.
Yeah, I hear you, but you're trying to compare two different things.
It's a better achievement, but we're not a better team. I think combined 11, I think you start more of the Invincibles in the combined 11.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
One second. Let Manny come in now. Manny, what's your thoughts on this, my bro? This
exactly what SJ just said. Literally what SJ just said. Like, it won't be the best team, but it'll be the greatest achievement in the club's history. Because, for example, they put out stats today, said Arsenal won 42 games, the most games we've ever won in our club history. And everyone's like, raw. Bro, in our club history, 42 games, and it's taken us this long. Do you know how crazy that sounds? And obviously, we're sitting here talking about 49 games unbeaten, for example. That is crazy. So for me, it's one of those ones where, in regards to Dan's question, best team ever? Absolutely not. Not in my case, anyway. Greatest achievement? Yes. Because you said Champions League unbeaten. I'll take that.
I'm on fire.
Can you give us an idea of your
at the start of the season? It was one of those things where everybody, let's be honest, every Arsenal fan said, give us the Prem. Give us the Prem. Anything after that is a bonus. I said that. And I know so many Arsenal fans that said that. Give me the Prem. I don't care about anything else. Anything else, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, even the Champions League is a bonus. Our main focus was the Prem. So, like you said earlier as well, Dan, like this player is about to create history. They win the Prem, that's creating history. They go down in the record books. If they win the double, now we're just like, wow.
Madness.
But, you know, can that ever be matched again? I don't know. But these players have to go in here and thinking they're about to make a club history. And can I just circle back to one of the questions that you asked earlier in regards to where do you think we win the league? I think we win it next Tuesday.
Wednesday, you mean?
No,
Wednesday
Tuesday.
Or Tuesday? Oh, they played them Tuesday?
No, Tuesday. Because the way I see it, right?
Bournemouth, right?
Yeah. Bournemouth, when they play Man City, I think Bournemouth are going to get something against City. And I'll tell you this why. Currently, Bournemouth are 4 points behind Villa in the Prem. An automatic Champions League spot is 5th place. Because Aston Villa are not guaranteed to win the Europa League, right? They might win it, they might not. And I think the Europa League final, if I'm correct, is before the last day of the season.
It's on
Do you know what I'm saying? It's on a Wednesday, isn't it? Which means Villa potentially might rest players because of that Europa League final. But let's just say they don't win it. Bournemouth can catch them on the last day. Because Bournemouth, I think they've got Nottingham Forest away on the last day. Forest are not playing for nothing. They're safe in the Premier League anyway.
Sara's last game. Look, that Bournemouth-Man City game is absolutely massive. And look, I've said to everyone, get the champagne ready, wherever you are that day. If Man City win, which you expect them to on Wednesday, we go and beat Burnley. Man City then have 2 games to play. We have 1, right? They have to beat Bournemouth. They have to play Bournemouth and Aston Villa in the same week. They play Bournemouth on the Tuesday or the Wednesday, and then they play, obviously, Aston Villa on the last day. Aston Villa could be Europa League champions on that day, or they could have just lost the final. City will win that game for me, the last day against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
But the game is, you're right, it's Bournemouth. And
I don't
I
think
would
they beat
love
Bournemouth.
it if
I
they
don't
draw
think they
with
beat Bournemouth.
Bournemouth, we can relax. You think they
It's
beat
gonna be
Bournemouth?
like 2 seasons ago when we lost against Aston Villa at home, and then Man City was celebrating the league. That's what it's gonna
Yeah.
be like. It's gonna be our turn next
But
Tuesday to be celebrating.
if they do draw with Bournemouth,
yes,
we will
it's
win
over.
the league.
Yeah, mathematically
Officially
it's done.
done, like,
I think we get down to the round in and around the Emirates on that day.
Oh,
Down and watch out a pub down there.
100%.
Hey, do you know what I mean?
100%.
North London's gonna be mad.
Yeah.
I got a question. I got a question quickly. Really, Schooner. In hindsight, do you think it was good that we lost to Southampton in the FA Cup? Because that week in the semis, we would have been playing Man City. The week after we lost to them, it would have been another high intensity game.
You know what it is? I could
I
never.
know you don't want to go out of cups. I know you don't want to go out of cups. but-
Yeah, no, it's just that we.
big two.
I'm just saying, it's kind of worked out for us, but I can never sit here after not winning a trophy for 6 years and be happy that we've been knocked out
Oh,
against
yeah.
Southampton of all teams. So it's sort of a 50-50 for me, SJ, on that. There's been a positive for that because we've had less games, but then again, I would have still liked to have been in a final in the FA Cup against Man City, if I'm being honest with you.
Dan, I'm going to play this for us, yeah?
What is this?
Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Goodness Therapy with me. It's Dan and Dan. For a 2-0 defeat against Man City at Wembley.
Before we touch on the game, see you City fans, second again. Have you seen the table? There's only one team that's second, and it ain't Arsenal. There's still 9 points between us. And listen, today you won the battle, but believe me, we're going to win the war. Onto the game. Listen, Dan calls me Mikel Arteta's lawyer, and I back Mikel Arteta. But listen, he's not immune from criticism.
Of course.
And I've been saying from the start, Raya has to start. I take you back to 2002, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Arsenal historians. But I believe that Richard Wright started most of the games, semi-final, and the final, David Seaman came back in. Now, I don't know if it's contractual. I don't know if there's like something in.
Dan, you was a man
listen, hold on.
Kepa before. You was backing him. What a signing.
Yeah,
the signing you were saying.
The signing because he's a good number two.
Did you complain when he didn't start today, Rayo? Was you complaining?
Yes, I was complaining. I didn't want him, bro. Listen, I did not want him starting. Because look, I'm not being funny. Pep Guardiola, I don't want to sound like any Luco here. Yeah? I don't know if they've had a conversation and like Pep said, look, I'm going to start Trafford. You start Kepa. Keep our players happy. Rare. But for me, City have won 10, 12 trophies in the last however many years, Cecil. We ain't won a trophy in 6 years. So for me, Raya had to start. And I knew it, that Kepa was going to make the mistake. But the players, they let us down today. You Arsenal players, listen, I'm positive, Dan. I've gave you guys your flowers week in, week out, all the time. But Robbie said it earlier when I spoke to him. They brung their worst performance for the final. And it is concerning. Now, listen, I don't think it will affect the Premier League. I really don't. I think, listen, the Bournemouth game is bigger than this. Way bigger. We've got to go and beat Bournemouth. The only thing is,
bigger, Dan.
Why
Stop
ain't it way
talking
bigger?
nonsense,
Why ain't it
man.
way bigger?
This is a cup final. It's
Why
a
ain't it way
trophy.
bigger?
What are you
Are you
talking
mad?
about?
If we
Dan,
beat Bournemouth,
stop. You start with this Kepa stuff. Let's just talk about the way we played
You're
today.
telling me Bournemouth
Yeah?
ain't bigger than
It was negative, nasty. That's what it was today. Yeah, a cup final performance, not good enough. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Now I said before the game as well, this won't be the nail in the coffin for the Premier League and other trophies, even if we lose. But right now, the way we've lost that game, I'm not feeling positive no more, Dan. I'll be honest. Yeah.
By 10 points.
There you go. Thank you.
You win the league
You
by
don't
10
know
points.
that.
No one's bothered.
You
You win the league by
City
10
fan.
points, and you'll get to the Champions League final. It's 50-50.
you
You've had a
go.
good season. There you go.
Right. Listen.
Listen.
Listen,
Dan. I hope that he's right, Dan. I hope that he's right, Dan.
2004, what happened? We went out to Man United. We went out to Man United.
2004 for?
We went out to Man
Not
United.
going back to 2000. Let's talk
We went
about
out to
today.
Chelsea.
Let's talk about
Go on,
today.
let's
Let's
talk
talk about today. Let's hope that this performance and this loss galvanizes the squad and give us that fire in the belly. A wounded animal's dangerous, Cecil. I always say that, innit? Hopefully it will. But right now, how I'm feeling right now, I just don't know.
Are you on the boat?
Yeah, listen,
Are you on the boat?
I've always been on the
'Cause
boat.
If you ain't on the boat, you can go now.
Listen.
You can go now.
Listen.
I've
I've always been on the boat. Listen, I've
you ain't
always
on the
been on
boat-
the boat. See, before the game,
If you ain't on the boat,
before the game, I lost myself once again. I said 2-1, Man City ain't the same team. Pep Guardiola, you was talking about the teacher and the pupil takes over. Egg on the face. That's where we're at today. Come on, You know what? It hurts. 22 years of pain, and I'm hoping.
Listen, they won the battle. Are they going to win the war?
I don't know that. I don't know that. I don't know that.
Premier League trophy.
I don't know that.
Let me tell you that now. It's all about the Premier League trophy.
Okay. It's about the Premier League trophy, but tonight, today, I'm in a dark place. Everyone's in a dark place. Let's just hope. Let's just hope that this isn't going to be the start of a collapse, the start of a crumble, Cecil. Do you understand? Yeah? The bottlers. I don't want it to be that. I just hope and pray that we can pick ourselves up from here and we can really go and win the Premier League, win the Champions League. But I just don't know more, Ross Cecil. I'll be honest with you, man.
I know. We'll be Premier League champions 2005-26. And City, April 18th, we're coming for you.
We got beaten on the 18th, Dan. Flipping hell.
We got beaten on the 18th, and you had Cherky doing kick-ups and all of that. Is he still doing them kick-ups now? I want to know. Is he still doing them kick-ups?
You know what, Dan? This
Alan,
is
is
what
he
I'm
still
saying.
making
Let's just get over the line, my bro. Please, man. I hope and I pray, man. That's all I can say, man.
Jesus said it already, bro. We're Premier League champions.
Yeah, I know, but there's still 10%. I'm 90 now. I'm 90.
Let's do the percentages because we do that every week here. We've been doing.
Bro, you went from 85 to 90 in 2 hours, bro.
Yeah, I know. I have.
bro.
You know what? See in the comments, someone put in the comments, how can you be 85, 90, man? You swayed me, Johnny D. I don't even like saying your name. His name's mad, Johnny D. What's that about?
Let's go through the percentages. Dan, what is it, 85 or 90, bro? What percent are you at?
I'm at 90%, bro. I'm at 90%. That's where I'm at.
You're at 90. Nev, what you saying, my bro?
100.
Yes, love that. You go.
I've got one for you, positive, Dan.
Go on, mate.
2002 season, you're quite right. Richard Wright started more games than David Seaman.
Yeah.
Who was the other goalkeeper?
Was it Stuart Taylor?
Well done.
Yeah, mate.
Wait,
Dan
that's
knows his
knowledge
stuff,
is
you know.
sick, though. I've got to rate your knowledge, bro. I've got to rate.
Come on, bro.
85% for me, bro. I'm with.
You got to join the quiz one day, bro. I think you could take it down.
No, I will. 100%,
Quaku,
Jez.
man.
The next one, Jez, I'm there. 1,000,000%.
Wait, one thing, Dan, I've got to rate. Jez, I know, like, we have a laugh and all that. This guy, I speak to him off camera at the games. This guy knows. He's got a very. I don't know how you remember.
I know that.
I want to know how you remember this, Dan. You got to.
Do you know what's mad? Yeah. You know how I remember things. So if something happened in my life, I'm like, I remember it because Arsenal finished whatever. They won an FA Cup that year. So that's how I remember things. Or we won that year. We signed
That's
that
a
player.
real fan.
That's how
He's linked his life to Arsenal. Oh, I rate you, bro.
Imagine how my poor missus, man.
I've got a bad memory for recent times. But you ask me about the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
I got one for you, Jess. Who was Arsenal's all-time top goal scorer in 1990?
It would.
I know the answer.
99 Alan Smith.
No, Cliff Baston.
Oh, Dan.
Come on, mate. I know my stuff, mate.
This guy's too sick. This guy's
that would
too
have been
sick.
Alan Smith as well.
Cliff
say
Baston,
90?
Yeah, in 1990, who was the current all-time top goal scorer? Not in
Oh,
the season.
The season. I thought you meant that season. Sorry, I didn't hear you correctly.
Go through the rest of the people, what their percentages are. Mine's 85.
Manny.
90.
You're at 90, same as me.
SJ?
95. You got to have 5% variables, red cards, injuries before then could happen, you know. So 95% for me.
I like that SJ, man.
Jez is 100, isn't it? We know that already.
What?
But what's your percentage for us to win the league?
100%. Done.
Yeah, I'm on the 100 boat too, man.
What have you lot done to Jez, bruv? This
has been a full circle for Jez, man.
This is more positive than James, bruv.
It's done, isn't it? It's done. Come on.
Even certain man in the chat, Pro, he's 95% as well. Big up Pro, man.
Big up, man.
I've been trying to respond to a few
hey, listen, where's all the guys that have been cussing me week in, week out, by the way? After the Wolves game, after all these games, and you're coming on here, bro. And I had
Dan, there was aggressive as well. There was
aggressive people getting onto me, bro. What's going on, bro? I'm not seeing anything. Where's the apologies? I've got a form, you know. I've got a form. Apology to our Arteta and apology to Positive Dan. And it's gonna be there, bro, for you guys to sign.
I'm not allowed to go to the parade, though. I'm told. I'm not allowed
What?
to go.
No, of course you
Who
are.
told you
Jez,
that,
You can
Jez?
go with positive Dan. Positive Dan will protect
mate.
you.
Listen, a lot of people won't be there because they'll still be in Budapest, man. I know SJ's going to be there.
Dan, I don't give a flying fuck who's there, mate. If I want to go, I'll go.
Of course you will. Anyone could go to the parade, mate. You know what I don't like is that there'll be fucking Man United fans there, Chelsea fans, people going out for the fucking day out. You should have to bring a picture of you with an Arsenal kit from at least 10 years ago to get into that fucking parade, mate. I'm telling you now. Because people going just for vibes and for girl. No,
They're going for a jolly
Dan, everybody should chip in £5 and pay for security, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, security, and you have to show a picture of you in an Arsenal shirt from at
Carnival in
least
June.
5,
That's
10
what it
years
is.
ago.
Carnival in June. Early carnival.
But that's what it is. Everybody's going to like it's an early carnival. It's carnival.
I don't get that. I don't understand it, right? Look, I've been an Arteta outer, right? I'll still be honest with you, I don't want him. I won't lie. I don't think he's going to move it on after this. But I don't understand this police thing saying, oh, you can't go to you're an Arteta outer, blah, blah, blah. Well, for all these little muppets, I'll give you a little bit of history, shall I? Right. When we had Bertie Mee and he got binned out, right? And then we brought in Terry Neal, right? There was a lot of people wanted him out and a lot of people wanted him in. And there was a petition at Islington Town Hall to get him out. And yet people went up there and said, no, we want him. No, we don't want him. And all this. There's all this bullshit. So it's no different, right, in my opinion, to how it is now. Some people wanted Wenger in, some people want Wenger out. Some people want Arteta in, some people want Arteta out. But nowadays, social media is in, because we didn't have all that back then, right? It's oh, you can't come to the parade because you don't like Arteta. And you can't come. I mean, what is this about, man? Seriously.
No, listen, I think that's just people being a bit.
Everybody can
I think that's people just having a bit of fun, Jez. I don't think it's that deep, man, to be honest.
Dan, you've been sitting there being aggressive this season, Dan. What are you talking about? You're not allowed to the parade. I've heard you.
Listen.
I've heard you, Dan.
Yeah, I have. And that's because we all get emotional, don't we? And when people come out and say stupid things.
Tell me they'll weigh me in. They're going to eat.
Yeah, I know, but that's people online, isn't it, Jez? They're not showing that. It's different when you say it face to face. I said it to Ryan's face. And listen, I think Ryan is full of shit. I'll say it. I like the guy as a person, but I think he's full of shit when it comes to football. I think it is done for. I think he's definitely playing a game. Don't know what sort of game he is, but he is 100%. Because even the other day, I just had to see a clip of his interview. It's still unsustainable. Oh, it's not good. It's like it's not been a good season. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's just common. To say it's not been a good season when we've won the most games we've ever won in our history. We're two games
he's got
away
an
from winning the
agenda.
Premier League.
He's got an agenda.
That's obviously that's you playing some sort of game and wanting to get attention, wanting to get a reaction from people. Clearly, 100%. There's no way. And he goes, "Oh, I don't have a channel now." You're an actor, mate. That's what you do. You're an actor. And he hasn't turned up today. When he turns up, whenever we lose, but whenever we win or something good happens, he don't turn up.
All we want is to win trophies. Agreed?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if we do, a lot of you guys were wrong, and that's it. You'll put your hands up, not other people won't, and they'll still sit there criticizing the man who's going to bring us the best days of our life. You know,
like you said, people get things wrong all the time, Dan. The thing is with you is that when it's about Arteta, it really gets underneath your skin. But you've been wrong about Gyökeres. I've been wrong about other things as well. But
totally
you can be
though.
wrong.
I've not been wrong for I've not been aggressively wrong like and been insulting people and I don't personally not like anyone. If Gyökeres hasn't played well, I say it. Or if I don't think he's good enough, I don't.
You called him. You said he's shit, and you should sell him in the summer. That's what you said.
No, I think
you did say that.
And also, the difference is, Dan, I put my hands up and say and
no, you do.
Exactly.
I said on this channel and on another channel, right? If this manager proves me wrong, which he's about to do, and I'll be the first to say it, then I'll put my hands up and say he's proved me wrong. I'm a man of my word, and I said he's proved me wrong, and well done, right? The only thing I will say to you is go and do it again.
Yeah, facts, of course. He has to go and do it again. He's not going to be unsackable because he's won one league title. You know, of course. That's the start. He's set his own standards now. So you expect him to go and win it again? Of course, 100%.
Yeah, for me personally, I'll give him another 2 years.
Oh
if
yeah,
he
of
wins
course.
it
You
this
wouldn't, if
season.
you didn't win nothing the next season, you wouldn't say, "Oh, go now." You'd have one. You'd have another year in it. But that's all in time, in it, man. I think we need to try our best to enjoy these moments now. Enjoy it. It's going to be hard, but listen, if we go into that Champions League final as champions, you're going to be nervous about the final, but there's going to be a big weight lift off my shoulders. It just, even in my personal life, everything will just, I'll feel like there's been a weight lifted off me. I'll be able to go to the Emirates next season, not be so tense. Like, the world's not going to end if we don't win. Do you know what I mean? It's like we've waited so long for this. 22 years, man. Like 22 years, torment from other fans. You know, anguish, disappointment, arguing with each other. You know, manager in, manager out, and just the fan base.
For years, mate.
It's just starting to get disconnected again as well. So we need this as a fan base. The players need it because the players will start thinking, you know what, maybe this manager can't do it. Maybe we are not good enough. Maybe I need to go to Real Madrid. Maybe I need to go to Barcelona. So this was the season. It was make or break this season. You had to win one of the big ones this season. Even us guys that were backing Arteta said he has to win it. Everyone. We've all agreed on that. And listen, we're 2 games away from doing it.
So can I ask you a question, Dan?
Go on, bro.
Hypothetically speaking, I'll put it to the rest of the panel as well. If we, God forbid, last day of the season, it's gone down to the wire. Oliver Glasner's last game, gone 1-0 up. Last 5 minutes, VAR decision don't go for us, crushing stuff, Selhurst Park. Man City is 1-1. We've got better. Man City beat Aston Villa. Yeah, it's 1-1. No, I want to give you context. I want it to be as vicious as possible. Yeah, Man City are 1-1, 90th minute, Aguero moment. They scored a goal to beat Aston Villa. We finish on the same goal difference as them, my friend, but they win it because they beat us on games played. We then go across to the Champions League final and we lose on penalties.
Is it on head-to-head in the Premier League? Isn't it on games won?
If it's the same goal difference, Man City will win because
might be goal scored.
Okay, whatever it is, Man City win it by the finest of margins, and then we lose the penalties to PSG. What are you saying, Dan? Where are we at?
That'd be heartbreaking.
With what?
With the worst heartbreak. And if you were bringing me in another top manager, it'd probably be the best thing to do because I mean.
But you know what? If you had the argument, Jez, don't shoot me, Jez. Don't shoot me, Jez. If you then start having an argument with me about I would still keep him. I would still be saying get rid of him, but he would have a bit more of a defense because that would be vicious stuff in my opinion.
Of course it would be.
But you would still be saying get rid of him, Dan.
Well, I would never say get rid because it's just wouldn't be that way inclined. But if we got a new manager, I wouldn't be like, oh no, do you know what I mean? If we don't win nothing this year, I just feel like the heartbreak may be too much to overcome. So I'll be like, and listen, you'd have to be bringing me in a top manager as well. Even if throughout when it looked like things were going bad and everyone was talking about what new managers we could get, I was saying, listen, it can't be just someone who's won nothing either. You got to bring me. If you're going to get rid of someone for not winning because he can't win, then you need to go and get a winner, not someone else who hasn't won. Do you know what I mean? So it would depend on the caliber of manager coming in. But listen, it's not going to come to that. You know, he is going to win. He's going to prove everyone wrong, prove some people right, and he's going to go down. I think as one of the greatest managers in history. I think we're going to build a dynasty. I think we'll win.
Hope so.
I think he'll win everything at Arsenal. I think he'll win every single trophy there is to win. Multiple trophies. I don't think this team.
All right, let me put this.
Didn't do it the year before. Didn't do it the year before that.
All right, Jez. How many years did it take Alex Ferguson to win his first Premier League title?
3 years.
7 years.
No, it didn't. It was 3.
It did, Jez. It took him 7 years. I promise you, mate.
Fucking hell.
Jez, it's a fact.
7
It
years.
took him 7 years.
Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah. So it took Ferguson 7 years. He ended up winning 13 league titles.
Was it 3 at Aberdeen?
3 at Aberdeen, maybe, but Premier League, I said, it took him 7 years.
Oh, sorry. All right, fair enough.
Yeah. So at Man United, it took him 7 years to win his first league title. And look at all the titles he won. These things take time.
He won cups in between.
I know
He
we're
won
talking about
he
Arteta.
won an FA Cup or something, yeah, which Arteta's also won an FA Cup.
He
So
won 2 FA Cups and a League Cup.
yeah, I think there's no reason for that. If he goes and wins the Premier League now, there's no reason. He's done it. He's proven it. There's no reason for him not to go and win it again. I look at this Arsenal team. You look at Gabriel. He's in his prime, 27. Saliba's 25.
Well, this is irrelevant. This is actually irrelevant because
Saka's 25. I'm just saying our team, Declan Rice, they're all coming into their prime. These are their prime years of our key players. Timber, the back four, David Raya. The key players, right, is the back five. They're all at a great age, 25, 26, 27. Saka's the same, our best attacking player, right? Gyökeres is 27, so he's got another 3 years probably at the highest level. You know, you look at the core of the team. Miles Lewis-Skelly's 19. Dalman, the future's bright. You've got Wanyeri to come back from on loan. This team's only going to get better. And I think once they've won a trophy, you'll see better football because
what about this, Dan? If we do see this and he wins another Premier League and a Barcelona coming for Arteta or a Real Madrid or someone, do you think he would leave or do you think he's still here for the long haul?
I think it would depend, innit? I think he would want to win. It depends. If he's won the Champions League and he's won everything, then he'd probably go at some point, wouldn't he? It's his boyhood club.
I don't think he has a connection to those clubs. Remember, he was rejected by Barcelona as a right, and sent out. So he's not like he is a Guardiola where he played through the ranks and played and was influential. He basically got turned away and was shipped out to out of Spain, right? So I don't think that may be attraction, isn't it? Maybe if the national team come for him, potentially, but does he want to do that right now?
But also, Arsenal stood by him, haven't they? You know, Arsenal stood by him when he's finished 8th, when he's not got us over the line. So I think he seems to me as like a respectable person and a person with honour. So I think he'd stay at Arsenal for the foreseeable future. Listen, no one stays forever, of course. And look, I've said it before. I think that is the route. I do think he will manage Barcelona one day, but I hope he stays at Arsenal for many years because I think he's going to deliver us loads of trophies.
Hansi Flick is not going anywhere for any time soon, so I think that one's pretty.
Yeah, look, they've just won the league as well, Barcelona, haven't they? So you know, congratulations to them as well. So the Scottish league's spicing up really well. Celtic play Hearts on the last day. That should be interesting. But listen, we've got Jason here. We're going to wrap up soon, but we'll just come to Jason. Just share your thoughts, Jason. Was you at the game, my friend?
I was. I've completely lost my voice.
Of course you was. I saw you after, bro. Sorry, bro.
Yeah,
Go on.
it was rough. It was rough in every way.
My voice is the same, bro.
Yeah. And I was supposed to join a bit earlier, but I was supposed to coaching, but my voice is absolutely gone. It was fine this morning, but it's obviously caught up with me. So, yeah, I literally felt every emotion possible yesterday. And it's been fascinating listening to the discourse today, just listening on TalkSport, listening on YouTube, and seeing the reaction. I find it fascinating. I heard Dan talk about Ryan earlier, and I called Ryan out on a couple of his points earlier. It's fascinating hearing fans from other clubs more excited about a West Ham goal than I've ever heard them about their own side.
Facts.
And it's a sad indictment of where football's going.
Crazy stuff.
How did you think Odegaard did when he come on?
Look, I thought he raised the level. I thought it was a real captain's performance from someone that knew that we needed to get over the line, and he was prepared to take the ball and try and make things happen. Even that situation where you look at the goal, if you look at it, they're playing little passes in that little right-hand side. Nothing's really happening. He kind of comes out of that space because he couldn't do anything where he was, picks up the ball, drives at people, makes things happen. I thought Madueke came on and was brave. Again, his first action was to get to the byline and get a cross in. I thought Mosquera came in and did really, really, really well. I thought Lewis-Skelly came in, felt for Zubimendi a little bit, but absolutely understood what Arteta did. Mm-hmm. I also understood what he was trying to do with the Rice thing, but it didn't work because I think their midfield started to grow into the game a little bit at kind of like the wrong time. But you know, for as much as people want to criticise Arteta for his mistakes, what you also have to be able to do is credit him for correcting the errors and being brave enough to go. Do you know what? I'm bringing on the Spanish international and I'm taking them off within half hour because it isn't working. And it weren't like it was a young player.
Bold move. I have to say, 100%. To do that, I mean, you can tell he's fond of him as well.
Yeah,
that was big call, and he's been getting the big calls right lately. Arteta, he really has. You think since that game we haven't conceded a goal, have we? Apart from the one in the Champions League, the penalty, we've not conceded a goal since we lost to City.
Yeah, when it was 1-0,
3-0, 1-0, 1-0 again. We're just shutting teams out. We're doing what champions do. That's exactly what we're doing.
For me, because I was at a Nottingham Forest game when he did it to Nuno Tavares, who started the game, and he was a young player. You could kind of understand it. So to do it to a seasoned international who's a European Cup, who's won European tournaments with his national team, shows that he's prepared to make those big decisions when they need to matter, when they need to happen, and he made the right decision and it won us the game. So for everyone who wants to criticise him for making a decision and changing things, he quickly realised what he got wrong and did that. And that's the manager that you want. And I know people keep talking about managers and, you know, getting a manager that wins if he doesn't win. Who are these managers? Because Man City, when they're talking about Pep leaving, they're talking about bringing in Enzo Maresca. At Arsenal, would you take Enzo Maresca?
This is what I'm saying. When it's Arteta against Maresca and Slot, it's a wrap. That's it. Parades every year, lads.
Honestly, you joke about it, but I genuinely feel like, and I think I said in the chat earlier, like every side around us is going through a transitional period, and we are now settled. We've gone through our transitional period, and all the sides that you'd expect to be competing with us are going through transitional periods. Liverpool won't stick with Slot. Pep will leave at the end of the season more than likely and bring Maresca in. Chelsea are never really settled because they're more of a project than they are a football club. Man United don't even know who their manager is going to be next season. Half the fans want Carrick, half the fans don't want Carrick.
Let's face it, it's Arsenal City again for the title next year, and I'll be back in Arsenal again to do it.
You know what, Dan? Don't do that, because remember Liverpool last season, we was thinking the same thing. And you know what? Call me crazy. I'm not writing that Man United team off next season. I'm not writing them off.
Ask you a question, mate.
Man United have got zero chance.
Positive Dan, can I ask you a quick question?
Of course you can. Fire away, mate.
You said about Slot, it's a wrap. What happened against Slot this season at Arsenal?
Yeah, we lost to Liverpool, didn't we? We drew.
So it's not a wrap then, is it?
It is as far as they are for the whole season.
I think we're a better team than him, and I think Arteta's a better manager. So
who won?
Sorry?
Who won?
Well, you could pick out other games, you know.
No, you said no. I'm picking you.
Well, hold on.
Don't deflect. You said when Arsenal play against Slot, it's done. We didn't.
Well, I said when Arsenal. I think when it's Arteta for a league title against Slot or against if it's Maresca that comes in, I feel like Arteta's Arsenal.
He's changing the narrative now.
No. Listen, you're talking about one in particular game. 2 games you're talking about.
No, and last year.
Last year we drew with him twice, didn't we?
Oh.
It draws. I can't really remember last year.
Who's got the better deal?
Yeah, so Slot's been better in over those games, but that doesn't mean he's a better. That's all
I'm asking.
Yeah, I know, but Arteta's finishing about 30 points ahead of him this year. So
I'm just asking that. You made the assumption that it's better against Slot and he's better than Arsenal. So I'm just asking. Say.
Yeah, look, Slot got the better of him over 2 games this year. Over 1 game, the other one was a draw. So 1 game, he won it from a Waldy free kick.
Last year.
Last year, I think we drew with them both games last year.
Lost first game.
Did we lose? I don't think we did. No, we drew. We drew at the Emirates and we drew away. We were definitely both draws. I think they were both 2-2 actually.
Yeah, we drew 2-2 away and we
2-2 at home as well.
We were 2-0 up.
So he's won 1 game out of 4. You know what I mean? Listen, do you know what I'm saying? Listen, I look at that Liverpool team. Do you think they're going to be challenging for the title next year, Jez? Because I don't.
I'm not sure Slot will be here, mate, to be honest.
This is the thing.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan. All I'm saying is that we kind of wrote them off last season. We didn't expect that Klopp had left.
I didn't write them off last season.
Dan,
I never
you did
did.
write them off. You did.
No,
Did you have them down to win it?
Dan, I don't know where
Did
you
you?
get this from because I never did.
All
I
right,
always
all right.
Liverpool in 23-24.
You said it's
people
between
don't
us and
forget,
Man City, Dan.
they were
You
in
said
the
if Man
title
City
race.
fall off, you said if
Yeah.
Man City fall off, then we'll win it. That's what you said.
No, I didn't. Dan. I always said Liverpool.
You
I said it
did.
was. I said go back and watch the videos, and I said it was between all three of us. That's what I said.
All right, Dan. All right, Dan. Well, I wrote
Because
off Liverpool last
had
season.
the
I
core
couldn't
then.
see Liverpool doing
They
nothing.
had 4 world-class players. They had Trent, who was world-class. Van Dijk was in his prime. Alisson obviously was world-class. And they had Salah, who was unbelievable, right? They don't have any of them now. Van Dijk's more or less on the way
Well, I'm
out.
asking you, did you
Salah's
say that?
gone.
Did you
Trent's
say if
gone.
Man City
They
don't win it,
have
we're
them
going to
all.
win it?
Alisson's always injured.
In
Sorry?
fact, you said we was going to win it last season anyway, to be
Yeah, I
fair.
thought we were going to win the league last
Yeah.
year. I got it wrong.
To be fair.
Yeah, I did think we'd win it last year. And I think we would have had a great chance if we didn't have 27 different injuries. I think we would have had a big chance.
Oh,
Don't go year, no, but this year our squad is showing, and I think our squad's really showing at the end of this season. As Arteta calls them.
Why do you always blame injuries?
No, I'm just saying, Jez. Well, the squad wasn't big enough last year, though, was it? And it proved this year the squad is big enough because
we still had loads of injuries.
It's not working, but when it's not working now, you can bring on Odegaard, you can bring on Havertz, you know,
bring on Madueke.
We bring on Madueke, who I thought them 3 players all did really well when they came on, and maybe that's what they're better at doing, coming on and changing the game as opposed to starting.
I like to know what game you're watching, mate. I really would.
Well, you don't think that Odegaard and Havertz were good when they come on?
No, they're shit.
Odegaard, you just said at the start of the show that he was good, Chiz.
No, I didn't.
You don't think he was good? You do not think Odegaard had a good performance on Sunday?
No, I did not say that.
He set up the goal, Jez.
Yeah, you know what? To be honest, that's the only thing I think he done well, Dan. Cool, calm, and composed in the box. What else did he do well? Tell me something.
I never said he.
Moments change games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving him his credit for that. But to say he's unbelievable and he was unbelievable when he came on.
I thought it was a great cameo appearance. He come on, he controlled the whole game. He changed the whole tempo of the game on his own. He was head and shoulders above everyone else on the pitch. Slowed the play down. Just did exactly what we needed. And he ultimately he was the man who put the ball on a plate for Trossard and gave him an easy chance to score. And he's won us the game. So give him his credit. He's not been good enough in the last 2 years. But that was a big performance from Martin Odegaard. What are we doing here, guys? We can't just stick to our agendas. We can't just stick here and go,
There's no agenda, Dan.
We'll never say
no
he's done
agenda,
well.
Dan.
He
There's
done
no
well,
agenda.
Dan.
All I'm saying is you can't
done
sit here and
brilliant.
say he
You
was
can't say it.
unbelievable. He was not unbelievable.
Well, I think he was unbelievable. I thought he was so calm and composed in that box in that moment in time. That's what top players do.
So for 2 years, he's been unbelievable in one game. That's great, isn't it?
But just if that one game is the one that proves us to win the league, okay, it's not going to erase what's happened the last 2 years, but his contribution was pivotal to us, that Trossard goal. And I'm here for it. Like, it's like,
for me, that's what you want from your captain in clutch moments.
Yeah, he stood up when we needed him.
When you need to get over the line.
So do you think that after that cameo, do you think he deserves a start now? Or are you still going for the same team?
I thought Eze was poor, to be fair, against
West Ham.
Against West Ham. I thought he was poor. I thought Saka didn't have a good game either, to be honest. And this is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter now because you could start with Saka and Eze. And if they're having an off game, you're bringing on Havertz and Odegaard, and the squad is showing, or it could be the other way around in games, you know?
All right, here's a question for the panel. Who do you start in the Champions League final then? And it's just 2 plays. We don't want to go through the whole team. Do you start Odegaard or do you start Eze in that hole?
Odegaard.
Yeah, I'll go Odegaard as well.
Wow.
Me as well.
Wow. Are you serious?
It's PSG.
Odegaard for me as well.
Right.
Eze goes missing in big games too often.
Are you serious?
But I'm also starting Lewis Kelly next to him. So
Eze goes missing in big games.
Odegaard will have better impact than Eze, and I think Eze will be a better finisher, not a better starter.
I'll start Eze on the left and Odegaard.
Oh, it's crazy in there.
Like Man City away.
We didn't start Trossard in the Champions League final, no?
Man City away game.
Sideways, backwards, sideways, backwards.
But yes, don't you think? I think Odegaard will start in the Champions League final, and I think because
God help us then against them.
I think because of the way we're going to approach that game.
It's crazy. Dan, you're sitting there saying, this is the team I want to see for the rest of the season. He's
It
come on
is,
and done
it
a little
is,
diff for Trossard, and you've
it
turned into a
is.
madman again, Dan.
No, it is. It is. Listen, it
Oh
is.
my
Don't get me wrong.
God.
I like
What's
that team.
going on?
Dan, I want to see Eze in the next 2 games in the Premier League. Yeah, but I just don't know that Champions League final because of who we're playing against. We may need a player. He might suit. Listen, it's
We
horses
need
for
the
courses.
Janae Sequara, as Ken would say. That's what we need in that game.
Yeah, but
Who got us
knowing
to this
Mikel
Champions League
Arteta,
final?
yeah,
Odegaard
but
didn't play no contribution. It was Eze that was slapping him things in the top corner, buying
yeah, but
Leverkusen at home. What are we
Uh,
talking about?
you're
He
forgetting the
come on a
manager
done
we
well
have.
though
He's
against the Atletico,
starting
and that's
Odegaard all day.
good.
He starts Odegaard all day. There is no way Mikel Arteta don't
Well,
start
thank God the
Odegaard in that
chat's
time.
agreeing
Yeah, but
with Eze.
who would
Yeah,
you start though, Manny?
Against
I'll
their
start
mid,
Odegaard. I'll start Odegaard all day.
what, against their
Manny.
midfield?
What you suggest?
Say that again?
Against PSG's midfield, you'd start Odegaard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jesus
And
Christ.
Eze to finish.
Oh God Almighty!
Right, give us your reasons, right? Because we've got I think everyone on the panel apart from Jez and Dan would probably start Odegaard.
I've watched this guy for the last 2 seasons, man. He's shit.
Nev,
direction.
right,
He's got
I
no-
want to get some reasons. Yeah, Nev, why would you start Odegaard just quickly, and then Manny can tell us.
Yeah,
SJ
God,
can,
man.
Jason.
Yeah,
can.
I think so. In the I don't disagree with what Dan said. Yeah, he did do well against Leverkusen, but I was at home. I think this is going to be neutral ground. I think he goes missing in big games when sometimes the game can pass him by.
I'll just on that. I know it's just I don't think he does. He scored for Man City in the FA Cup final. I mean against Man City for Palace. He scored in the
a
semi-final.
purple patch recently where he's
Scored against Spurs. Two big games for us. He scored in them.
Yes, that was a while ago now, but I'm talking like right now. He's definitely
He scored against. Wait, Dan. He scored against Newcastle. Slapped it top Binzel. What are we doing in this chat today?
No. But I think for me, Odegaard just goes looking for the ball more. He's smart enough to go drop deep, pick the ball up, and kind of play. I mean, I agree with Jez a little bit. Maybe it's not always aggressive and going through the lines, but like I said, we spoke about how we're going to set up on our right-hand side, and we probably will need to carry whoever's playing at right back. I think Odegaard's probably the more of a leader to kind of get us through the game the way we probably need to play and set up.
How many games this season has Odegaard gone missing?
He's been injured for a lot of the season.
He's been injured.
How many games has he been subbed?
Yeah, but he has been injured. He's even now he's been playing 60 minutes. We're managing him. You ask who I start, and I agree with Manny, right? I would start Odegaard, and then if he gives us 60 minutes, 70, whatever, then you put Eze in later on. That's how
me knowing the way Arteta thinks, going into this Champions League final, he's gonna start Odegaard outright. There is no question about it because he's building his fitness. Odegaard, yes, he started a couple of games and then he's come off. Now, like he's gonna start that. He's not as a club captain in a Champions League final. There is no way Mikel Arteta don't start the club captain if he's fit.
What would you do, Manny?
The thing is, it's a hard one for me because I'm a massive fan of Eze. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when we signed him, I got his name on the back of my shirt. Don't get me wrong. And to a degree, because I know Jess don't like Odegaard, to a degree, I agree with him. But at the same time, he came on yesterday and changed the game, like to a degree. But Odegaard is a quality player. Let's not beat around the bush. On his day when he's fit, he's a quality player, and he does change the game. And yes, he has gone missing. However, this particular season, he's been injured. We keep forgetting, like when players get injured, they don't perform. Throughout the season, Saka was carrying an injury. Mate, listen, throughout the season,
our lives, we're in the
Saka was injured with an Achilles injury, and we kept saying, "Oh, throughout the season, Saka's performance was crap. Saka's crap," but he was carrying an injury, but he was still playing for the club. So it's like Odegaard has been injured for the majority of the season.
It's a tough number because Odegaard as well. Odegaard sets the press for us, right? I think I love how he leads the press.
He controls that game. He controls it.
PSG, but this is what it is, and against PSG, you're gonna want control. But it's such a hard question because if you said to me, "Who's more likely to score?" I'm saying Eze, of course. You know,
Dan, how have you gone full circle from a couple of weeks ago? I don't want to see Odegaard again. That's it. This is the team now.
I still don't in the Premier League, man, but in the Champions League final against PSG, I think you've got to go with whichever tactics work better. And I just feel the way we play, it might be. And listen, I wouldn't be disappointed if I see Eze starting. No way.
Same.
And I don't think any of us would be.
No.
I don't think there's like loads in it. At the end of the day, one of them's going to play 60 minutes and the other one's going to play 30 minutes. That's how it's going to happen. So we're talking about a difference of 30 minutes here, whoever starts the game. Because Odegaard, if he starts the game, he only stays on that pitch if we're winning 1-0. Do you know what I mean? If we're losing 1-0, Eze's coming on for sure.
But Kwaku, we're agreeing today, man. He's our moments player. Everyone else is too pragmatic. Big facts. You need that in the Champions League final.
But it's not pragmatism. I'm saying we need to get the control of the game. We need Odegaard to lead the press for us to get that dominance and control. And then we bring Eze on for the Eze moment, right? So if he wants to whip it in the top corner late in the game and win it for us, cool. But if we give PSG the opportunity to open us up, they're just going to open us up.
I remember
what's Odegaard going to do to stop us getting opened up?
I think he's going to lead the press, right? And
press the goalkeeper, like we keep saying, he's going to press the goalkeeper. That's what he does.
That's Gokeres, but like he will.
He's the man that starts the press. He's the one always pressing the goalkeeper, hiding from midfield. Yeah, let me go and press the goalkeeper, and when the ball goes up there from the goalkeeper, I'm nowhere to be seen to defend. That's what he does. You can't trick a trickster that press. How many times has he caught the goalkeeper, Nev?
Are PSG going to play the ball long?
I don't know what they're going to do, but I know that if Odegaard starts, he'll be the man running at the goalkeeper.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's contain them.
Tactic, what they do though?
They kick it out, innit?
Yeah, bro. They kick it out. They do some rugby tactics.
Did you watch both the games? Right, when they were playing Bayern and it was 5-4, high press. When they played the next game, they played a very defensive lineup. They can play both games.
They kick it out of play, Jez. They kick the ball out of play far. They get the keeper to kick it out of play, so you get a throw on, and then they come in and then they squeeze you and press you. If Arteta was doing that, oh Lord help him.
What is this? Do you think Odegaard is the type of player that can play in that type of game? No,
he's not.
He hasn't got it. He hasn't.
I think he's absolutely the type of player to play in that game.
It's not that I hate the guy. He's just not good enough. He's not a leader. He's not good. If we're 1-0 down in that game, I do not trust him to rally the team to get it over the line. Sorry, I don't.
Well, he did it yesterday.
I think he
did it yesterday.
Yesterday, though.
Yeah, yesterday.
The West fucking Ham who are going.
Come on, Jez.
Doesn't matter,
Big
Jez.
fact, when everyone's tired. When everyone's tired.
If we didn't win the game yesterday,
we're talking about PSG against West Ham, who've just been relegated tonight.
Hey, facts, and
come on.
Hey, Jez, and our biggest performances in the Champions League this season: Bayern Munich 3-1, Atletico Madrid 4-0. Who started those games? Odegaard weren't about. It was Eze who started. It doesn't matter. Eze was the one who started. It doesn't matter. It's been proven that our best performances in the Champions League this season has come with Eze. But now you're saying it's bringing Odegaard. Come on now.
The thing is, it's not about what I want. It's about what's best for the team and what I think Mikel Arteta is going to do.
Spot on, money. Spot on.
Yeah.
It's not about what we want.
We've kept everyone here for nearly 2.5 hours, man. Let's start wrapping up. Let's do some predictions on We'll do Burnley, innit? Yeah, we'll do Burnley, and we'll do obviously Man City play Palace. So Dan, what you saying? Arsenal, Burnley, and Man City, Palace.
Arsenal one's a win. Don't think it's going to be easy though. I'm going for a 2-0.
Yeah.
And yeah, call me mad. I'm going for a 1-1 Man City, Crystal Palace. That's what I'm
going for. Arsenal 4, Burnley 0, Man City 4, Crystal Palace 0. I think they'll both win.
Wow. Oh wow.
And Nev?
Arsenal, Burnley 3-0 to Arsenal, and then I'll probably see 3-1 City.
Okay, Jez, that'd be good. I'll take that.
Yeah, I've already said it, man. I said 3-0 Arsenal against Burnley, and I think it will be 3-0 Man City against Palace.
Cool. Manny?
Arsenal win. I think we're going to slap them 5-0. Call me crazy. It's last home game. The last home game.
He's 5-0 early on in the season. Our first home game.
It's on a Monday though. That's the only thing. It's a weird one.
Under the lights at the Emirates.
It's under the lights for everyone buzzing off. Yeah, man. We score early. So
Good send off for the end of the season, home game. I think the Palace City game is going to be tight. I think 2-1 to City, but it's going to be tight.
Yeah, I think 3-0, 3-0. I agree with Jez. 3-0 both games.
Jace?
I'm going 3-0 for us, and I'm going 2-1 for City, but I can absolutely see a 1-1. And obviously those results
That's
would
it,
see us win the
Jason.
league.
I can see it as well. Trust me.
That would see us win the league on Monday.
Wow. Right, guys, it's been a great show, man. I want to thank, obviously, Nev coming on his
Yeah, one sec, Dan. Nev, unbiased, gonna let the people them know where they can find you, my brother.
Yeah, sorry, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Instagram, TikTok. I put it in the thing at unbiased_gunner.
Yeah, make sure you go and check out his stuff. He's active, some good content on there. So make sure you go and give him a follow. Next, obviously, we'll come to Jez. Where can they find you, Jez? What you got coming up?
Yeah, it's Jez's Arsenal tomorrow night. I've got the old school show with Kenny and DJ B, and I've got Aaron, I think, if he can make it, joining us as a guest. And then I've got some other shows coming up this week, and I'm going on a lot of other shows. I'm being a tart. I'm going all over the place. It's what it is.
I was with Kenny on Sunday as well. I felt this big, massive arm, someone lifting me up like that after we scored. I looked behind me and it was Kenny Ken. And yeah, we had a good celebration together. We did. I'll put a video up on YouTube if you wanna go and watch it, guys. But yeah, that was good stuff, man. Manny, talk to us, bro.
Yeah, Manny AFC. I'm here on YouTube as well, TikTok, and also on Instagram. Yeah.
So is your name Manny, or are you from Manchester?
Oh God, no, Manchester. Nah, I'm from London, bro.
I'm joking. I'm only winding you up, bro. Big up, man. I know Emmanuel is a good, strong Nigerian name. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Come on, bro. SJ, what you saying, my bro?
Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Gooners View from Block 5. I'll just drop a little.
Gooners View from Block 5. He's gonna put it in the chat, guys.
Yeah, I'll put it in the chat here.
Just go and support everyone. Show love, man.
Jason, my brother, where can they find you? Obviously, we know that you do regular interviews on AFTV, but have you got any more handles, Instagram, anything like that?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram, jclockcoach. I'm on what's the other one? I'm on TikTok as well, but I don't use it that often. So Instagram's the easiest one, jclockcoach.
Good stuff, man. And obviously, I want to thank all you guys for coming on, especially Nev and Manny. That was last minute that I reached out to you guys, and you, man, turned up. Great addition to the show, man. Definitely have you on in the future as
what
well.
happened to Hugo, bro? He just disappeared. Didn't even say bye.
It was too positive for a minute. It was too positive in there, innit?
What's going on? But listen, guys, help us get up to 3K, man, because we've got past the 2,000 now. So 3,000 is the next landmark. We're here every Monday. Next season, we're going to be taking this channel to a whole nother level. You know,
up the levels, up the work rate.
Did you sort your YouTube problems out? Have you sorted that out yet?
Not yet. This is the month, innit? It's 90 days, Jess. So end of the month, that's hopefully we'll see something happen. But fingers crossed, man. I'm feeling positive about it.
Yeah,
because we ain't done nothing wrong.
We're going to do a bit of a rival show. We've got quite a few things in the pipeline, man. So stay tuned, man. And next year we're gonna take it to the next level, and hopefully next season we can try, and our aim's going to be to try and get to 5K subs. And if we could do that, it'd be amazing. But listen, we wouldn't be able to do it without any of you guys here tuning in all the time, showing us love
and respect. Big up everyone in the chat. Yeah, and you lot can't super chat right now as well. I know people have tried to super chat and ask questions and all of that, members. But yeah, YouTube are trying to do us over us at the moment, man. So we're just waiting for that to get sorted out. And then we'll be back.
There's a surprise. Someone just said Aaron talks Arsenal, trying to say it was a foul. Look, these Arsenal, these negative fans, look, they're going against their own team's decisions now. They just can't.
I'll just answer the question very quickly.
They can't stomach that to win a Premier League.
Very quickly, Sam. No, I will never work with Lee ever again. All right, leave it there. All right, it's done. It's gone. Leave it.
No, mate, you come on Potts' show the other day.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, we went through 2.5 hours. We didn't mention David Raya. Can't believe
I know.
It. Yeah, that is mad. But I just want to put that in there because he deserves his flowers.
David Raya for Ballon d'Or.
Oh, absolutely.
Cool.
Why
Yeah,
not?
facts.
Yeah.
Why
Why
not?
facts? He's definitely in the conversation, but
Why not?
he's made great saves all season. That was a good
Mate.
save, but that Fernandez guy, then West Ham. I spoke to a West Ham fan today. They was killing that Fernandez guy.
He should have done better.
He should have done better, man. But Raya was in the right position, innit?
It's a great save, man. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do feel like, especially me, you know, when I do my interviews on AFTV and that, and I get quite emotional, I get quite hyped, and I kind of, you know, I'll go on straight away as well. And you know, when you watch the games back, and I'm like, oh, I forgot about David Raya, man. I forgot to mention this guy, man. And we do forget, and you've just said it now. This guy, without this guy, man, like it was what a decision again by Mikel Arteta, because we all questioned that. We all questioned it. Every one of us. What is he doing? Why is he getting David Raya? Ramsdale's just got player of the season.
I disagree with you on that one.
Sorry, Jez.
I wanted David Raya.
Did you want him? Yeah, good. Yeah. Look, listen, I think there was some of us that said, look, he looks good, you know, and Ramsdale did have his shaky moments, but the media, there was a lot, especially because he's English. There was a thing like, what is Arteta doing here, getting two keepers? Why is he getting rid of Ramsdale? What a decision it was. It was, you know, it's changed the whole trajectory of the club, you know. So got to give Arteta his credit for signing David
He got
Raya.
rid of Leno as well, didn't he? Another good
He
decision.
did, yeah. This is it, ruthless. And I'm with you, Jez. I do think that I think Arteta's got it in him. I think he's shown that he's got it in him. I think next season there will be some players that go. You know, I don't think it's really possible to go and get rid of 7 just like that, because you got to get the right price, you got to get the right buyers, you got to get the right replacements. But I do see 3 or 4 probably going. And listen, let's hope they can go out on a high. And as a legend,
A couple of people have asked about the Dan and Anton show. Is that on tomorrow, 10 a.m.?
Yeah, that should be on tomorrow. Get your notifications on. I'm not sure what time we're going to do it. We're thinking maybe midday tomorrow, 12 o'clock. But get your notifications on, and I'll do a post when we're starting. Thanks for asking, guys, as well. We appreciate that, man. And yeah, thanks for all you guys coming on, each and every one of you. Thank you to every single person in the comments, even if you've just put one comment, even if you're just watching without commenting, means the world to the channel, means the world to
And
us.
pick up Dan Potts as well for the raid as well. He's the only guy that's raided
He's the
us.
only one. He's the only one that's helped us out with raids here and there.
Lies, I've done it. Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry? No, we know you. Jez, you're part of us, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, come on,
Yeah,
Jez.
Jez has brought loads of people to our channel
Jez,
as
you've
well,
helped
man.
us more than anyone. Jez, you come on our show, mate, and show us love. Come on, mate. You're God tier for us, mate. Yeah.
Trust me, Jez.
The Potts obviously sent us over a raid today, and we appreciate that, man.
Might disagree with you, but I have supported you.
No, you have 100% more than anyone. You have, Jez, and we fully appreciate that more than you believe, mate. Trust me. Yeah, we love having you on, mate. You make the show, Jez. To be fair, it's not quite the same. You know, when you weren't there today for the first half hour or whatever, it wasn't quite the same. So thank you for coming on. It means the world to us, mate. And yeah, big up, man. Thank you for all you guys watching.
I don't know about this. Is that true, Dan?
Lee Gunner, no, he's raided us.
No, that was when Jez had it on his.
He's raided Jez. That's when we had it up on Jez's channel at the same time. He's not going to raid us because he would have no reason to, innit? But listen, look, we're going to build this channel on our own. Do you know what I mean? If someone wants to help us, brilliant. If they don't, it doesn't matter. We keep grinding away, man. But yeah,
turn up every Monday,
see
9
you guys
p.m.
soon. Look, the next show Monday.
Dan,
boy,
you know
I
what I was
don't
going
know.
to say to you about Monday, Dan? Because I'm definitely coming. Even if I ain't got a ticket, I'm down at the Emirates anyway. So
it's not going to happen Monday. It's going to have to be Tuesday.
Tuesday,
yeah,
Tuesday 9 o'clock.
We're going to be out celebrating.
Tuesday be a watch along.
Yeah,
Tuesday be a watch along. Oh, we'll do Tuesday at 10 then, Dan, innit? Because that's after the City game, innit?
Yeah, if anyone here is doing a watch along, let people know, man. Are you doing one, Nev? Did you say?
No. I was saying if you do it on Tuesday, it'll be a watch along because the City game's on, right? So.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
what?
Maybe we need to do that.
We play Monday and then see. Oh my days. That's
we should do a watch along on Tuesday and just go through, Dan. Get Anton to sort out the format and all that for us, and then take it from there.
Right,
we'll see anyway.
Let's work on it then and do a hate along. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. Right. There's still 91 of you in there. Please, guys, smash that like button for us because it's free, man. Just smash the like button on your way out. And
hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed. Yeah, big up, man. Love each and every time. Monday Night Cannon. It's been good. It's been emotional. And come on, you Gooners, yeah. Let's go and
Come
win this
on.
title and the
Let's
Champions
go.
League.
Let's get it. We'll just got to end it on one thing. One sec.
Oh, I'm on fire.
We've got to end it off on one more thing.
Friggin' heck, man.
Where is it?
Dan, look, you can't even get it up. Call it a day,
There it
man.
It's all gone to rat shit.
Oh, there it is. It's the let's fucking get it.
Come on,
suspense killing
Dan.
us, man.
Come on, Dan.
And yeah, I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us, and because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's what is driving me every single day. I have little fear. Fear I had when, if we don't get this done, this club, I don't know where it's going. That was fear. Now there's no fear. It's just purpose, fire, direction, and conviction that we're gonna do it.
Are you seeing this fire in your players?
Yes. Yes, big time. Fire. I'm on fire.
Can you give us an idea of your overriding emotions just now? Is there any worry, anxiety, or is it more
fire? I'm on fire. That's
We're all on fire.
Dreaming so much. I've done so much, to be in this position because I know how this club it was. I've done so much against anything that this is beauty. I see beauty, opportunity, and yeah, I want to get it done for all these people that they've been in this journey with us, and because they deserve it, because it's been unbelievable. That's driven me every single day. I have zero fear.
Zero fear. Fire. Doing it for these people. Doing it for us fans.
That's it.
That's gonna be if he does go on and do this, which he might do. That's gonna be a legendary video. Still, I give him
100%. Yeah, we'll go down in history.
Definitely.
Right, guys.
Yeah, let's wrap it up there, man.
Let's
10
go.
to 12.
Fire. Vamos.
Love people.